All right, bet we started. So look, we can get back to what we were just saying. The Vikings are like literally like, to me, it's no debate. The Vikings are worse than the Panthers to me, like without a doubt. Like I don't know, but the Vikings are pretty bad, and the Bengals squeaked out a little win and was excited. But okay, the best feeling to me about the Bengals game, Jamar did his thing. Clap it up for him. And also, I mean, it gotta feel good when a rookie kicker very first field goal was a game winner. You feel what I'm saying? That gotta feel good. Well, not very first, but you know what I mean? Like his first game winner was in that game. That was lit. But the Vikings was ass. No. They are ass. Like what defense they got? Who they got on defense? Nobody. They have no corners. They have no. Okay, they got Daniel Hunter. That's literally it. Harrison Smith is slower than dirt. Like so, doesn't mean nothing. He wasn't no factor. Bro, last year's different. They're so I'm talking about this year. That line is god awful. They lost their tight end. But the defense was ass last year too. That's the reason why they weren't as good as they could have been. Is because defense was ass. Then they bring in an old ass corner. They bring him in, so that's not much of an addition. They do that, and then the offensive line gets worse, and they lose the best tight end. They're not terrible team. Like to me, I'm not taking the win from y'all. Y'all got the win. Hard fought game. That's a big win for Cincinnati. You know what I mean? 1-0. Everybody want, like, all the people that want to know deserve to be 1-0 right now. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying as far as like impressive wins, obviously the Bengals win wasn't that impressive because you got to beat a mediocre team, in my opinion. Like I can see that team finishing with 4 or 5 wins, if that. I mean, yes, bro. There's nothing good about them. Yeah. And the other one, Joe Mixon put the team on his back and went crazy. That's the other one. Joe Mixon won that game. Joe Mixon won the game. Bro, Joe Mixon won the game. Yeah. Right, but that D line isn't as good as any AFC North D line. They got one defensive lineman. You know, we'll see when they go against the Steelers. We'll see when they go against the teams. I mean, we'll see this week. Y'all play Chicago, right? Let's see if the O line holds up against a team like this. Yeah, because this team that blitz a lot. Yeah, but they weren't. I mean, they weren't running as much as they should have. Everybody can agree that, but that's because it was a hard fought game. You can't run the ball in a hard fought game. Yeah, I was just about to pull it up for you. Yeah, that's a pretty good game. Yeah, I see him on my screen. Oh yeah, so turn your camera on, turn it back on. Yeah, 100%. Right. Yeah, yeah. Wait, wait, hold on real quick.
With it. As soon as he sat down, Joe was like, I thought he was dropping everything.
Yeah, I did see that though. I did see that. I was weak.
That's one of them. Like,
But we have a lot to work on, obviously.
speaking of,
We came out. Hold on. We came out 21-7 lead in the first half, and you only score 6 points in the second half. That's got to get worked on. I shout out to. Okay, I was giving Zach Taylor a lot of credit after that win, and now I take it all back because reports showed that 4th and 1 pass to CJ Uzama to win the game was an audible by Joe at the line of scrimmage. It was a run play that he audible to a play action pass, and he won us the game with that audible. So that was not a Zach Taylor call. That was a Joe Burrow audible.
Yeah.
So now Zach Taylor gets no credit for the win. That is all Joe Burrow and Joe Mixon. The two Joes showed up.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, and when me and my dad and my brother, when we were talking about it, the biggest takeaway from the game by far, like I said, it's a good one for Cincinnati, but it's an ugly win. Obviously, we can agree on that. Overtime wins against a team that I believe are way better than, in my
especially
opinion.
when you're winning 21-7 in the first half and you only win by 3. That is an ugly win. That I agree with. That.
And then my other thing is that the offense is looking like good offense. That's playoff offense. You put up 20 some points. You know. If they could do that every single week, they win some games. But the defense is sketch though. You know, I know Mike Hilton. He could do his thing when he wants to. I mean, I can stand true to that. He was a Steeler and he did a damn good job for us when he had a shot. But it's like the course of the game, points are going to be scored on the Bengals every single game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Against a team that did have, 24 points, they went against a good offense. So I mean, you know,
like it's 3rd and 8. It's 3rd and 8 on our own like 37-yard line. And we give up a fucking 35-yard slant pass to Adam Thielen. Adam Thielen runs a slant route right in front of Mike Hilton, catches the ball, and gets untouched for a touchdown. And it's like you can't have those plays.
That's the worst thing about Mike Hilton, in my opinion, as watching him being on the Steelers. He's not a good tackler, like at all. Like he okay, his coverage is always great. Obviously, every play he falls asleep. That's why he's not a number 1 corner on the team. Is because he does fall asleep on certain plays, but you know that's easy to get away from. But he's not a very good tackler. I remember, I think it was against Washington whenever he was guarding the tight end, was it Logan Thomas or whatever? He was guarding him.
Logan Thomas.
He did like an out route, and literally he wrapped him up, and Logan Thomas just shoved his helmet into the ground and kept going. And literally that game, it was like 4 broken tackles all on him. Like he's just not a good tackler. And obviously against guys like Adam Thielen and these slippery receivers that they get a catch, you know, it's gonna be tough for you to catch them or try to bring them down, especially for him.
Now, I did like that we got our front defensive line. We were getting pressure on Kirk Cousins all game.
Yeah,
we were looking good. But our linebackers, we still need a lot of work in the linebacking department. Our linebackers are nowhere to be found.
I really do enjoy Logan Wilson.
I don't know. I like
I
Logan,
enjoy his
but
play. He's playing very well at the linebacker position. You need somebody to complement him. You need somebody that he doesn't have to worry about covering the whole middle of the field. He only has to worry about his zone. You notice that sometimes he has to do an overcorrection because that left side linebacker is getting beat, so he has to step over and give some help
But the only thing about
and
Logan
leave the
Wilson
emptiness in
is,
that
I was noticing
zone.
that game, his reaction time was a little slower. Like
Yeah.
his steps, his
Yeah.
reaction time was like slower.
Slower.
But younger
He's a
players
slower
are like that,
linebacker
though.
in
You know what I
general.
mean? Like younger players are going to
I
be
think
like that.
I think
Yeah,
he
it's
ran
only
like
a
a
second-
4.6, 4.5, 4.6, which is still fast, but compared to these 4.3s that have been run by all these receivers, that's slow. He's a slower player.
Yeah.
Period.
No, yeah,
Right,
but-
and like like Jeffrey
Slower
said, the
compared to
game doesn't
the
slow
receivers in
down
the league
fast
right
for
now.
everyone. Everybody has their own, time when they're like, all right, now the game's starting to slow down, as players would say. And with you being in your second year playing linebacker on a team that doesn't really have a great linebacking core and they expect you to do so much, it's going to be harder for you to get the game film, and have the game slow down in the sense that these players use, because you got to help here, help there, fill the hole. You got to do so much already that your brain's going 90 miles an hour. He's probably stepping up thinking, fuck, it's a run, and it could be a play action pass, and now he's committed to the run, and now he's got to drop, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to take a while.
And closing remarks on the Bengals win against the Vikings, because we'll move on from here. Closing remarks, couple things. One, I might go on a little rant here, but one, it is September 14th, 2021 at 10:41 p.m. Zach Taylor needs to be fired. I don't care if we went 1-0. I don't care if we win Sunday and go 2-0. Zach Taylor needs to go. You could tell he was playing very scared in the first half, play calling. And Joe was like, fuck this, dude. Let's open the playbook. And Joe started making some audibles, which then started working. And then he kind of started to open the playbook after that, which then we put up 21 points in the first half. So Zach Taylor's done. One of
the big things to add on to Austin's point, one of the big things that we heard Pat Kenny say all day that day, why are we still playing so conservative? Why do we keep playing conservative? Why are we playing conservative? In that second half, that's all Papa would keep saying, because running first, second
Zach
down.
Taylor.
but-
Zach Taylor's taking the Marvin Lewis approach.
Yeah, but I mean, the Bengals have always in my lifetime been a very conservative football team when it comes to play calling offense. But
Except for 1 year.
That's also why they're a first half team. I feel like if you're beating the Bengals in the first half, you're winning the game. But
There was 1 year, 2015. Hugh Jackson was our offensive coordinator. We did not play conservative that entire year. We went 8-0.
Yep.
On the AFC North, and almost won a playoff game if Jeremy Hill would have held on to the football.
Yeah,
that was the only year we didn't play conservative, and we almost won a fucking playoff game that year. And then
It's not
number
only
two,
just that, but we also got
go ahead.
to understand in 2015, look who we had on our roster. We had 3 great receivers that get probably almost
Wasn't
100
great.
yards a game. Great for us at the time, yes.
yeah, for
Marvin
us at the
Jones
time,
was great for us at the time. Muhammad Sanu was great for us at the time. We could run packages where Andy Dalton would go and play receiver. Muhammad Sanu would go play quarterback, and he would either throw the ball to Andy Dalton or
That was like
AJ.
once every 3 weeks.
But okay, that's once every 3 weeks, but that's still something that people don't really get to see that much.
yeah, you said 3 great receivers, a good quarterback, and a good running back, right?
I didn't say good quarterback.
But hold on,
but
the gist
of
of
it was
now
3
you guys
great
have a
receivers.
good quarterback, a great running back, and 3 good receivers. So why are you guys playing conservative still?
Because dang, can I finish? Damn. But because we don't have the right coaches there to be like, okay, Joe Burrow, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, Jamar Chase. 3 solid receivers. Let's go ahead and open up this playbook. Fuck being conservative. We can go ahead and be great.
Oh, it was also that.
You
It
don't
was
have
also
the defense
Hugh
to-
Jackson wasn't scared. Hugh Jackson wasn't a scared offense coordinator. He didn't care if he would have got fired at the end of the season or not. And that's the thing. Zach Taylor knows he's playing for his job right now, so he's not going to take risks to lose his job.
It's that,
But also, our defense
Joe Burrow's
not
a
how
great
we
quarterback,
had
but
it in
Joe Burrow is
2015.
technically, obviously, he already had his debut and everything, but he's just on his second year in the NFL, and he's just coming off a huge injury, so obviously I'm not about to come out the gates and just go, boom,
know what?
flooding, you know what I mean?
I will
so
give you
week
that one.
one
I will give you that
conservative,
one.
I'll clap that up. Like, That's different. But now if we're
As
sitting
long
here,
as-
if we're
as long
sitting
as
here
we
at
don't
week 5 and
continue to do
6,
that.
if we're sitting here at week 5 and 6 and they're still
Yeah.
playing that conservative, then obviously we have the. It's a big issue
Exactly.
now, but we're gonna have like literally we need to walk in there, take his
You're right,
fucking
you know what,
coach's
you're
shirt
right.
off, grab his whistle,
I'll give you that
and
one.
kick him out ourselves. Like literally, if it's
I'll
still
give
like
you that one.
then-
I'll give you that one.
Give
But
me
then
your whistle.
A couple more things. I got two more things, and then we'll move on from the Bengals. The second thing, besides Zach Taylor needs to be fired, the second thing, we finally have a franchise quarterback that I'm excited about. Sunday solidified that Joe Burrow is the quarterback of the future, and everything was kind of like ever since Joe was drafted, I kind of got the vibe that he didn't really care. But yesterday, you could tell he cares. And that made me so excited about the Bengals' future because and I'm not saying Joe did anything that didn't care. But like he was never on Twitter. You never like saw any videos about him or anything like that, or like repping or anything. He was just kind of there. He was just kind of the quarterback. But now he seems happy. He seems like he's enjoying himself. They had a video in the locker room with Jamar Chase, Joe Mixon, and Joe Burrow. And not Joe Mixon. I said Joe Mixon twice, didn't I? Jamar Chase, Joe Mixon were talking to a reporter, and Joe Burrow walked up behind them, put his arms around both of them, and they all sat there and just started chopping it up right there in front of the reporter for like 10, 15 seconds.
Yeah,
It just
yeah.
seems like they were enjoying themselves.
The
And
locker room
that is
presence was
very
way
exciting.
better. Yeah, the locker room presence looks 10 times better. Like the Fab Five that they call themselves is really close, and I think that's putting Joe Burrow back in. You know, basically those college days where he was repping 100% like this his team. I think he's getting back into those vibes. Yeah, it's really
And I'm excited about that. And then number 3, Joe Mixon is a top 10 back in the league. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, I believe
So-
he was.
Yeah,
last year.
but
He's been that for years.
Yeah, I was about to say he's been top 10 for a grip.
If he
I think
stays
he got
healthy,
to the top 5.
And here's another thing. If he stays healthy, don't be surprised if he rushes for 1,500 plus. Don't be surprised if he stays healthy.
Yeah,
I feel that.
I feel that. Bro, young
Especially with the
team.
O-line being improved
Yeah,
as it is.
you have a young
definitely
quarterback,
see it.
young receiving core. So that he can get a lot of touches. And yeah, I
Oh,
definitely
and
see that.
also one more thing. Jesse Bates is a top 3 safety in the league. But we'll move on from there. Now we'll move
And now
on to.
I want to say
No.
something. Now I want to say something.
No.
Let me say
we
it.
will wait on you. Oh, go ahead.
With week 1 and week 1 interviews, we got another great Mike Tomlin post-game interview.
I was about to
We
say
don't
over.
care about style points. We're out there to get a win. We don't care about the style points in week 1. We just want to go out there and win a football game. Straight from Mike
Now-
Tomlin's mouth, the greatest
Yeah.
head coach
Okay,
of all
here's the thing.
time.
Hold on. Before you go, Jeffrey. So you guys.
That man has
You
never
guys
had a
were-
losing season.
Hold on. So the Pittsburgh Steelers were 5.5 dogs going into Buffalo. You're playing a team that a lot of people are projected to win or at least make it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
Some
They're
people
the
are.
third best team in the
I mean,
NFL. We're like ranked
So,
wise,
let me
ESPN had
scratch
them
that.
the third best team in the NFL.
let me scratch that. They were projected to go to the AFC Championship, and some people were predicting them to pull the upset over Kansas City. And you guys walk into Buffalo and walk out with a dub. What do you take away from that game with Pittsburgh? What do you take away from that?
So my biggest thing about it was obviously all the pregame stuff. So like if you see here, like all the experts were saying like they had all Buffalo, like literally every single expert that picks games had Buffalo winning. And the closest one I saw was by M. Sessler, had it 35-32 in overtime, Buffalo winning. So they at least had to go in overtime.
Damn.
But then, bro, this is what experts say. They said the Steelers are washed. They will not be able to compete with any team on their schedule this season. And then we go out and we beat a lot of people's number 1 team week 1. Like, I mean, obviously I was nervous in the first half, but when I noticed, I was like, okay, they're struggling to score points on us. You know, this is one of the best offenses in the NFL, and they're not able to sit here and get all these points that they get against every other team. I was okay. We were hanging around the whole game. Like, they never, like, that game was annoying. I know y'all, like, don't you hate those games where, like, nobody really got the momentum? It's like, okay, the first quarter, a team had a momentum. The Buffalo had it, but then it was like, it'd go back, 3 and out here, all then 3 and out, all then. But
It was kind of like that.
It was a
So,
slower paced game,
was,
you know?
it
It was
was
like,
right. But it was,
What
it
is
was
the coach
no
say?
momentum.
If you let a team hang around long enough, they will what?
End up winning.
Aaron, turn off your camera and turn it back on. But see if that works. it still won't let me see De'Aaron. That's so weird. Did he just leave?
Better.
I still can't see you. I don't know why I can't see you, but I'm seeing Jeffrey clearly. But I would agree, Jeffrey, that the momentum was going back and forth the whole game until that blocked punt. Once you guys blocked that punt for a touchdown,
it was over.
Pittsburgh controlled the entire game from that
Yeah.
point on. There was no going back from that.
Right, yeah.
Najee looked real nice too.
Yeah.
I was excited.
It was so obviously. Okay, so I got Najee on fantasy. He didn't do what he was projected to do fantasy wise, but as a Steelers fan, I'm just. Cause, I mean, like literally, we had Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell would have games like that where obviously he's not getting 150 touches, and you know what I mean. But he's doing his thing in the passing game. He's getting the ball, doing what he got to do when he gets the ball. Like I was excited for that being our first round pick, and what he did. Also, I wasn't mad at the offensive line. Like I wasn't too mad at the offensive line that they were doing everything they can, especially to be as young as they are.
Right.
But I'm just glad we proved everybody wrong. You know, like I said, this is, and my ESPN said this was the third best team, and my favorite college team beat the third best team. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's upset city over here.
This is what's scary to me. This is what's really scary to me is Ben Roethlisberger sucks, and the Pittsburgh Steelers are still good. That's what's scary because that defense is so good. All Ben Roethlisberger has
I would
to
say
do
he sucked.
is
He was
not.
the best. He had the most passing yards in our division, and I know you can say there's running quarterbacks. I mean, Baker Mayfield is a pretty. I mean, he's supposed to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league this year. And
Did he have more than Baker?
Yes, yes, we proved it on stream. He had more passing. He led our division.
Oh, you were talking about last year.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were talking about week one.
No.
I'm talking about week one. Okay, so we're on the same page now.
No, I'm saying like because y'all talking about like last year's stuff, like how the Vikings were good last year. Like he came off of like that wasn't a washed year. He threw 30-some touchdowns and had the most passing yards in our division. So I mean, if that's washed, then Baker Mayfield's ass. Lamar is shaky. That nigga, he's really a running back. Like,
but what I was saying is all it has to do with that defense is not fuck it up.
They'll get 21 points.
You guys have a chance to win every game.
If Ben Bennett could get 21 points, we won. It's that simple. Just
to be honest, he could only. It's basically.
I mean,
how it was
against good offensive teams, against Buffaloes and Kansas City, get 21 points, we'll win.
You're talking about against those good teams.
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying like it's kind of it boils down to 2005. It's like the 2005 Ravens. Ray Lewis on Undisputed a couple years ago. They talked about that 2005 team and how they had no quarterback. Their offense was terrible, and they still won a Super Bowl. And Ray said he sat down with the offense. He sat down with Shannon Sharp, quarterbacks, all of them. And he said, look, if you get us a touchdown, we will win every single game. And that's kind of how Pittsburgh's playing it.
Yeah.
We put up 10, 13 points offense, and we got it from here. Right. Then they're good enough that they execute.
Touchdowns, everything.
Yeah, special teams touchdowns. Yeah. They'll get those. Those will come few and far between. But they're saying if the offense can put up 10 to 13 points,
yeah, we'll win every week. Yeah,
they don't think that they're. I don't see very many teams scoring more than 13, 14 points against Pittsburgh's defense.
And the crazy part is that one thing on this podcast, I always said, we had a top 2 defense and we not number 2. I said that all year long, and everybody was like, "Oh no, the Buccaneers are pretty good."
And that's not even the craziest part.
Are pretty good. And I'm thinking like, I was like, okay, so we're not. So literally, ESPN didn't even have they had us like number 6 on defense. I was like,
the craziest part.
I think we're top 3, respectfully.
Craziest part is you guys blitzed twice in 4 quarters in 60 minutes of football.
Yeah.
And you still was beating the shit out of Josh Allen, and you only blitzed twice.
Yeah.
That's true.
I never saw Josh Allen slide as much as he did or give himself up until that game. Like usually he tries to take some hits and stuff. No, he was literally flopping down hard as it. But I mean, the Steelers do got a bad reputation for dirty hits, so obviously I would do that too.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
They definitely do. But Austin, I can't really agree with your statement saying if they get 10 to 13 points, you don't see no other team scoring. Like Tampa Bay. Their fucking receiving core is scary as hell. Look what happened.
They would only see Tampa Bay in the Super Bowl, though.
No, we
talking about the teams that they play.
I think we played regular season this year. I'm pretty sure that was on our schedule.
I don't think so. We play the NFC West this year.
No, I think they play Tampa Bay. Because I think the Steelers and the Eagles both play both Super Bowl teams.
We play the NFC North and the NFC West.
Okay, well, I could have sworn I saw it on there.
Every team in your
I remember
division.
they said we had the hardest schedule.
Seven-
Okay, we play the Chiefs. Okay, it's the Chiefs I was thinking of, yeah.
Yeah, the Chiefs, because we play we all play the Chiefs. We'll all play the Chargers. We'll
Raiders.
all play the Raiders. We'll your division plays the same teams.
Yeah.
And then play each other. We play the AFC North plays the NFC North and the NFC West. That's the two NFC conferences that we
Yeah.
play this year. So you guys won't play Tampa. You'll play Green Bay, Detroit, Minnesota, Chicago, Seattle, Arizona, San Francisco,
What's that game going to be like?
Which
and
one?
the Rams.
I ain't gonna lie,
I don't know how. I might not have. I might.
No. You only play one. You only play one.
Chicago
NFC West.
versus Cincinnati.
Hold on. Oh, I'm not talking about that game. You guys only play one NFC West team. I think it's Seattle because we only play San Francisco because that's the new.
Yeah, we
That's
play
the extra
Seattle.
game. Okay, that's the extra game. So you play Seattle. That's the only.
Yeah.
Besides them, and if Green Bay can click, that's the only two scary
Nah, I
offenses.
ain't gonna lie, bro. If Green Bay shit to act like that again, boy. Respectfully, it's easy as shit.
We're going to have to talk. We're going to have to talk.
Wait.
But nah, what I was saying.
3 dogs and 3 what? What was it?
We'll do that. We'll do that later. We'll do that.
bet.
We'll do
Yeah,
that.
I'll
All right, we gotta let De'Aaron go ahead.
Yeah.
All right, so
All right,
De'Aaron.
two things. First off, what's that Bengals versus Bears week? It's gonna be so rough, man. Because I cheer for the Bengals a little bit here and there. I'm not gonna say they're my favorite team because they're not, but I do cheer for them. I do hope for the best. But when you playing David Montgomery, I'm not gonna cheer for you. I'm sorry.
Listen,
When you playing David,
Here's the thing.
that man
Here's the thing.
is nice.
don't get me wrong. I love Dave, right? I have nothing against David, right? And I'm not. This is not a slight to David whatsoever. Promise. Hand to God. But David's not Dalvin Cook, and Dalvin Cook didn't shred us too bad. So I'm hoping.
Well, I'm not.
Keep David contained a little bit, so we can walk out a soldier with a dub.
And I'm not. I'm hoping he rushes for 200 yards and 3 touchdowns. That's just me because I want to see David get 2,000 rushing yards in a season. But the other thing, raise your hand if your defense gave up a touchdown this week. Raise your hand. Raise your hands. You notice somebody didn't raise their hand, right?
Fuck you, mother.
32 to motherfucking 6. Defense looking great. Didn't give up a fucking touchdown.
I mean, look who you played though. Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
Let me finish the statement. I was getting into that right now.
Big 1-1. Philadelphia will be sitting at 1-1, and I can damn near put that on my God. I praise.
All I gotta say is Jalen Hurts was out there looking like a real quarterback. Can't lie.
I
If
agree
you
with
can
that
lie,
one.
he's
That's
looking
the
like
statement you're
a
gonna get
quarterback.
out of me.
Nick Sirianni is shown that he's not afraid to call the RPOs, the read options, and everything that fits it. We was running screens. We was running read options.
Y'all
We was
box
running
next week, though.
RPOs.
Oh,
It's
good
slow. I ain't gonna
Lord.
lie. You got it's gonna be
What
like
was we
30 something
talking
to
about
7
before
next
the-
week, if that.
No,
Respectfully.
I'm saying, oh Lord, because you can't even pronounce your own coach's name.
Nick Sirianni?
Sirianni.
Sorry, Sirianni. Sorry, Siri.
Shit, I
Sorry,
didn't say
Siri.
that bullshit either. Fuck them.
But the other thing I wanted to really get, two things I was really excited about. First off, Devontae Smith, I was really nervous. He was really small. He ended up scoring and getting some receiving yards. It ended with a little over 70. Couldn't complain about it. I'm really happy for the guy.
Yeah, his
He
very
did
first
really
catch
well.
in the league was for a touchdown. You can't be mad at that.
Exactly. And the other thing is the one thing that really hurt us from our Super Bowl team till now was we had a good running back and nobody to back him up so he can take some breaks. And then Kenneth Gainwell came in that game, and Kenneth Gainwell was like, look, y'all drafted me in the 6th round. Y'all should have drafted me in the 1st. Watch me work. And scored touchdowns and was giving Booby them time off where Booby was on the sideline like, whoo, I can actually catch my breath now. And that is exciting to me. But like I said, I'm really happy that we walked away from a team. Yeah, it's the Falcons. Yeah, they lost Julio, but everybody said that they were going to score points this year. Everybody said they were the 15th overall. They said that they was going to be 2nd in their division. Yeah, they're the Falcons. And
I never heard none of that, but all right. I never heard not one person say that.
Oh, I've seen it all over ESPN. They were talking about they're finishing 2nd. They were the 15th best team coming into fucking week 1, 15th, and we were like 20.
But here's my thing. Here's my thing. Okay, Falcons defense has literally not one person in existence.
Not
So
one person,
you
yeah.
should put up 30, right? And I'm saying, no, I applaud the defense for holding them 6. That was great. But once again,
not one person.
the test for the Eagles will be next week. When you guys go
Yeah.
against a not okay. They lost their 49ers lost their starting running back. Okay, their third string receiver probably won't play. Well, I mean,
Right.
not their third string receiver. Like, there's really second, but slot guy won't play. Brandon
yeah.
Ayuk. So I mean, it's a hurt team, but that
Good thing-
49ers defense looked it really, really good. So I mean, let's see.
And
Let's
that's
see
the
what you
last
guys
thing
do
I'll
against
say.
them.
4 sacks is pretty good for a football team, and we sacked Mac Bryant 4 times. We was getting pressure in his face, and that also really excited me because when you get pressure, I don't have to be as scared about our DBs
Right.
because our
But-
DBs are not good. But if we're getting pressure, that takes a little bit of weight off the DBs, and it kind of makes me take a little bit of a breath. Like instead of going, I'm like,
Yeah, but
If-
another thing, okay, I'm gonna go back on what I said. Obviously, 49ers defense didn't look too great because they gave up 33 points to the fucking Lions. But I'm saying they got pressure to golf when
Yeah.
it needed to be.
yeah,
So,
Yeah.
but to me, obviously, like Jalen Hurts had an amazing. Literally, the dub to me was Jalen Hurts. Like out of everybody there, he had an amazing week 1. You know, he balled
Yes.
out. He showed everybody what his
Now,
future looks like. But the thing is that when he's getting pressure, we know Jalen Hurts is a mobile QB, but let's see how good he is under pressure. Because the Falcons
Exactly.
they weren't getting no fucking pressure
Exactly.
at all.
exactly. Now,
So-
this is what I'm gonna tell you guys this. I want to say disclaimer. I do not agree with this at all. I agree with this -5%. Okay, I don't agree with this at all. But I saw it on TikTok today, and I almost pissed myself. I was laughing so hard after 1 week of the 2021 NFL season. Eagles fan went on TikTok saying that Jalen Hurts was the best quarterback drafted in 2020. I almost pissed myself. I'm sorry. I love Jalen Hurts. He was not the best quarterback
Yeah.
drafted that year.
All right, so here's
I mean,
here's
if
my
Jalen
piece
Hurts can
on the
put up
whole
Lamar numbers,
situation.
5,000 passing yards, 2,500 rushing yards, I would definitely say he's the best.
Here's my piece on the whole situation. So, Jalen Hurts had a great game, but everybody calm down. I mean, the Falcons went 4-12 last year and got the 4th overall pick
They went
for a
4-12
reason.
and got worse. That's the thing.
Yes, they went 4-12 and then lost their best offensive player.
Best player
So-
on the team.
Now, now
Yeah.
it is a good win. I mean, you guys played really well. Nick Sirianni coached a good game, but it's the Falcons. So
Yeah, I
let's
would say
hold
it's
off.
a statement win.
Yeah, next week.
But
we'll
I would
talk
say,
more.
next week
it's
we'll
always
know
good to
for
start 1-0.
sure what's going on. Who do you guys play next week?
The Niners.
Yep.
Yeah. the Niners.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So if you guys
Yeah.
now,
1-1.
if you guys
1-1.
if you guys walk out of San Francisco with a win, I will let you talk about the Eagles for hours. And I
Can
will,
I say one more
interrupt
thing on
you.
stream? Can I say one more thing? We're the only undefeated team in the NFC East. Okay, I'm done. I promise. That's all I wanted to say. Okay, I'm
And
done.
But I
The
ain't
Bengals
gonna
are in
lie,
first place in the
everybody else
AFC
played
North.
comp, at least.
Hey,
Everybody-
Bengals,
All I
the
got to
Bengals
say-
are in first place in AFC North.
We're in first place too. Hey,
Yeah,
shout out.
B.
Y'all said we
Y'all
wouldn't be
got
first
24
place.
points
We
scored
scored
on
We're
my
in first
shit.
place right now,
I was saying
motherfuckers.
we scored more points.
We're in
That's the
first
only
place
reason.
right motherfucking now. Y'all said we wasn't finishing first. That's okay. We in first right now.
But every single team that
Yeah.
every NFC East team played will beat the Eagles. And I can merch that. The Broncos beat the Eagles.
Damn.
The
Hold on.
Buccaneers
Without
beat the Eagles.
Fitzmagic?
What?
Without Fitzmagic?
No, he's saying the teams they played against Austin.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I'm saying basically
okay,
if the Eagles
okay.
would have
Yeah.
switched games with anybody else, they also would have took
Oh,
an L.
okay. I thought you were saying the Eagles are going 0-6.
I can't say yes or no
Hell
to
no,
that
I'm
yet.
not saying that
I
either.
mean, I can't say no to that, so I'm just gonna nod my head because
The
we haven't
Chargers,
played
the
those teams yet.
Broncos,
Yeah.
and the Buccaneers would beat the Eagles, respectively.
I'm gonna nod my head at that because we haven't played them yet, so we're gonna
But-
see. But we play all those
but-
teams, so we will see.
With all that being said, shout out to Jalen Hurts. That was a good ass game.
Yeah, that was a really good game.
Like I said, I give De'Aaron a lot of shit, but I really hope Jalen Hurts succeeds because it seems like the Eagles do not want Jalen Hurts as their franchise quarterback. I don't know why. It
Me neither.
seems like it's that
But
way.
weeks like that, you can't
So-
deny that, bro.
Right, but I put Jalen Hurts in kind of this Tua situation where
I don't know if it's as bad as Tua's though.
But I don't know because like it just seems like the franchise doesn't want them, but they are a good quarter. Like they've shown that they could be good quarterbacks.
It's
Oh.
more,
That's because everybody's trying to wait.
See, y'all staying on the Eagles topic, y'all helping me think of more shit. Jeffrey, how about the Packers and Dallas Goddard playing at the same time?
Yeah, I know. I
Couple
like
packages.
that. I was happy.
Kyler Murray, Lamar Jackson.
I was happy as shit. I was
Patrick
like, oh,
Mahomes. Pretty
fuck.
much all your quarterbacks that are like 27 and younger.
Why not
really
run them
changing
tight end
the game.
packages?
Yeah.
Because
You guys'
they play
biggest thing was
different
saying that our
players.
receiver
You know,
wasn't great.
just like
We have two
Mahomes
good
throwing
tight
the
ends.
50,
We need
the,
good
the
receivers,
50-yard touchdown
Right.
to Tyreek Hill.
Excellent.
There's no quarterback over the age of 32 that would have thrown that pass.
Right. Right.
Because they're scared to throw in the middle like that across their body.
Yeah, I agree. All right, so you guys ready to get into our new segment?
Yeah. I'll go first.
I have an
Yeah.
honorable mention dog.
Yeah,
And the
me-
only reason I
Hold
didn't
on,
put him on there.
Hold on. No. We're gonna set this up in a situation. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go all three. I'm gonna say we'll pick the
No, you know
order
what you
here.
do? No. We should rank our dogs like third, second, first. And everybody should get a third. Everybody should get a second.
Right.
Everybody should get a first.
Oh,
And then
I
same
was just
thing
gonna
with-
have us all do our own list and then talk about like
Oh,
I was gonna
we
give
could
my
do-
like
We could do that too.
what I was thinking is I'll give my three. Like we'll just say I'll give my three and then we'll talk about my three.
Okay.
And then De'Aaron will give his three, and then we could just. I thought we could do it that way,
Okay,
it's like,
it don't matter to me.
but we'll do the full round. So like we'll all three give our dogs, and we'll talk about that, and then we'll all three give our duds.
Okay,
so
bet.
that
Okay.
way we.
Bet.
That's how we'll set it up.
So I think of your dogs. No comments. Go to the next person's dogs, and then we'll make comments at the end.
yeah.
Okay, bet. Okay, yeah, I
Oh
like that.
well,
No, he was saying he's gonna give his dogs. We talk
Should we
about
start
it.
out with
You
duds?
give yours.
Oh,
We
okay.
talk about it. I give mine. Drake gives
what do you
his.
guys want to start with? Do you guys want to start with
Duds.
the dogs or the
The
duds?
duds,
The
the
duds.
duds.
Okay.
No,
All right.
duds.
Definitely the duds.
All right, here we go.
I gotta go check my notes so I can remember. So my camera's gonna be off. Okay, ready.
All right, here we go. So I'll go first. My three duds this week. All right, at number 3, my third dud.
Don't explain it, just say it.
What?
Say 1, 2, 3,
I'll-
don't explain.
Well, I was gonna explain it each way. That way, a little bit,
Then
not.
then everybody's gonna talk.
No,
that
we
third one.
do it at the end. We're doing it at the end. I'm
Okay.
explaining my reason though.
But say your 3 and then say that during the arguments because then they're gonna have a counter to what you're saying. And then
Yeah.
you
I
don't
like
get
that.
the number.
I like
Okay.
that is better. That is
Okay.
better.
You want to go 1,
Go ahead.
2, 3,
Okay.
and then talk about it, and then they come in and say their piece on it. That way
Okay.
you can go back and forth.
Okay. All right. So my third dud this week easily has to be Dalvin Cook. You're driving down the field. You have a chance to put the game away. You fumble the ball, and it ends up costing your team the game. So my number 3, Dalvin Cook. My number 2 dud for the week is going to be. I was really debating which one was going to be number 1, but I'm going to have to just throw it out there. My number 2 dud for the week, the entire Buffalo Bills organization. You are picked to go to the AFC Championship. Some people even picked you to go to the Super Bowl, and you lose week 1 to an opposing team that was counted out by everybody. That hurts. So the entire Bills as my number 2 dud. And then my number 1 dud for the week, easily, hands down, the Tennessee Titans defense. What the fuck? Kyler Murray was playing Madden
Yeah, Magic
on
Murray.
rookie difficulty.
Arcade
was
mode.
Torching
Arcade
them
mode.
boys.
Arcade mode.
Torching
Rookie
them
arcade
boys.
mode.
He was
Yeah, that's a fact.
clowning.
That's a fact.
James Conner was clowning in that game. DeAndre Hopkins was clowning.
Hey, I got to
Fucking
shout out to James Conner. That's 6
AJ Green was clowning in the game. Everybody, they were having a blast.
They was
The
were playing
Arizona
backyard
Cardinals.
football.
Yeah, the Arizona Cardinals were playing against the Division III high school team, and they were going ham. Kyler Murray threw a touchdown off his back foot, and Christian Kirk caught it like he just like prayed
Oh,
Jesus
really?
and caught the ball.
Really makes the catch.
Yeah, and it was a touchdown. And it's like, wow. I mean, I love Julio, but maybe you could have took that money and signed a couple defensive players.
All right, I agree with that list. Full-heartedly. I 100% agree. There's nothing wrong with what you said, especially the Dalvin Cook one. That fumble really hurt. Close situation. I've heard about 6 Vikings fans say he was down, but the refs called it a fumble, and it's a fumble.
What's De'Aaron? Is De'Aaron talking?
Yeah, he agreed. All right, so De'Aaron, let's hear your 3 duds.
All right, at number 3. All right, so am I giving context or no context? Am I giving context or no context?
You know
All
what?
right, so at number 3, I understand what the situation is, but when you're coming back and you're getting your touches and you end up with 26 yards, Saquon Barkley, number 3 dud this week. I believe he could have had a better week. He should have had a better week. 26 yards ain't cutting it, and he caught like 1 pass for a yard. Like he was not the same Saquon Barkley. At number 2, I got Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers as the number 2 dud. Sorry, I keep getting those two confused now. He was making money off the game, sitting back there, chilling on the bench. Adam Sandler couldn't have played it any better. And then number 1 dud is the same as Austin's. I'm gonna say the entire Titans franchise from top to bottom, T to B. The owner, the coach, the defense, the offense, the special teams, the fucking kicker, the kicker's backup, the fucking backup punter, and the fucking strength and conditioning coach all fucking dudded out this week. They got their asses torched by that Arizona team and couldn't do a goddamn thing about it.
Yeah, that's a fact. So like,
It was over there on stage.
Okay. So like my number 3 is, without a doubt, the Ravens defense. Okay, it's supposed to be a top defense, and they gave up 33 points to the Raiders, to one player, Darren Waller. You feel what I'm saying? That was terrible by the Ravens. They were supposed to be one of the best defenses in the NFL this year, and they shit the bed against the Raiders. So I thought that was absolutely terrible. My number 2 is actually both of y'all's number 1s. The Tennessee Titans whole entire organization, this supposed to be this supposed to be some Super Bowl teams. You go and get Julio Jones. You got AJ Brown. You got Derrick Henry put up 13 points. That's fucking despicable. That's god awful right there. And obviously we don't know. Their defense was sleep the whole game. They have fucking scout team playing in the NFL game because the real players forgot their jerseys or something. But my number 1 is the whole entire Green Bay team. The MVP came and he didn't exist. So
You mean Paul Crew?
yeah, he was god awful. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. And then Green Bay defense. I thought they were supposed to have a good defense too. How do you, that? I don't even want to talk about that no more. That to a team who still to this day is having the QB battle. We don't know who the QB is next week. We don't know. We have no clue who the QB is going to be in the Super Bowl if they make it. So we don't know who the hell the QB is. You give up 30
hold on. We do know.
Doesn't have receivers.
They came out. They did come out and say that Jameis Winston will be their starting quarterback.
But I'm just saying that Taysom Hill.
I don't know you're gonna let somebody with surgically repaired eyes throw for 3 fucking touchdowns. That man went and got laser surgery in his eyes in the offseason, came back and looked like goddamn Tom Brady on steroids. That motherfucker made him look stupid.
You said who did?
That motherfucker said, "Oh, I can see now. Watch this."
Bro.
I don't have
you give
those
up 5 touchdowns to Jameis Winston and don't force him. Okay, Jameis Winston got 5 touchdowns in the game before, but then he also throw like 3 or 4 picks that game. He had 5, I think. And then he comes and gets 5 with 0. So he had 5 touchdowns.
It's that eye surgery.
Receivers.
It's that eye surgery, bro.
To go back to your 3rd dud, I want to refresh my memory just for a quick second. Who is number 3 again?
Baltimore's defense.
Oh, okay. Another thing I want to talk about with the Baltimore's defense, which you were talking about, is in the 4th quarter, you ran them out of timeouts, and in 37 seconds, you let them drive down the field and kick a field goal to tie the game and go into overtime.
Bro.
That's called the Derek Carr
Who
effect.
runs man? Who runs man in those situations? You're down Marcus Peters. You're down. Oh, okay, Everett was playing decent man coverage that game. He wasn't playing bad. He was locking up a little bit. But to me, the biggest kicker, how the hell was Zay Jones that open?
Did y'all hear the new record that the Baltimore Ravens set? The Baltimore Ravens are the only team in NFL history to lose the game twice in the same quarter. They lost the game twice in the same quarter.
Hold on, I got a question.
Baltimore defense is terrible, bro.
Hold on, I got a question. You guys, all 3 of you just did your duds.
Yes, sir.
All 3 of you are wrong with number 1. How in the hell is the Cleveland Browns not number 1? They're on everybody's list to go to the Super Bowl.
But they lost to the best team in the NFL.
He throws a pick, They get fucking torched by fucking Patrick Mahomes off his back foot across his body. Or fucking Tyreek Hill puts the deuces up.
Yeah.
They literally have to be the number one dud of the week.
I think the reason
on my number one team because they had a close game against one of the best teams in the NFL.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's hard to make them a dud because the Chiefs are
How do you lose that game?
maybe second best.
I think
best
number one is because it's the Chiefs.
Yeah,
It don't matter. They had the Chiefs beat.
The
They played
Chiefs
against the best
And-
AFC team in the whole entire NFL, and they lose by 6 to the best team in the AFC. That's my thing. It was a closer game. You know,
Get out of
yeah.
here. The Browns have to be the biggest
But-
dud of the
but-
week.
I don't know. The Chiefs
But come
might
on,
fuck around and
how
go
many
17
times did the
and
Chiefs come back?
Hold on, we forgot somebody.
We
We forgot somebody.
Yeah.
Dre has to do his duds. Dre hasn't done his duds yet.
But every
Go ahead,
team,
take it
Chiefs
away.
come back every game, bro.
All right.
Cleveland gave it to him. Baker did Baker.
Yeah, Baker's the dub for sure.
We'll say Baker Mayfield was the dud.
Oh, no. You know who the dub was? You know who the dub was? Clowney. What did Clowney do? Did Clowney turn up, y'all? Did Clowney do anything?
Hey, look.
I think he had a couple rushes.
Answer me this question, guys. How do you underthrow the sideline? You try to throw the ball away and you underthrow the sideline?
He's a Heisman.
30 fucking yards deep.
Hey, he's a Heisman though.
Facts.
He underthrew the sideline.
All right, let's go ahead and let Dre do his
Throw to the
duds.
sideline.
Hold on. We haven't heard all of them. Let's hear
Back
Dre's.
shoulder throw to the sideline and it didn't get complete.
Hey,
All right, go ahead, Drake.
So, my 3 duds. Number 3, I have the Green Bay Packers. Number 2, I have the Cowboys secondary.
Hold on, what? What was number 2?
Number 2, I have the Cowboys secondary. And number 1, yeah. And number 1, I have Josh Allen.
But Cleveland playing the Cowboys secondary, they did go against the best receiver
Yeah.
in the NFL.
I mean, yeah.
Who do they have? They lost their best corner.
Oh, we said let him get through his list first, and then we'll talk about it
I
afterwards.
heard he said his number one.
I did.
yeah, he
He got
said number
through?
1 is Josh Allen.
Yeah, he got
What?
through.
Josh Allen?
Number 1, Josh Allen.
Yeah, but here's my thing.
But Dallas'
The best
secondary
corner
was shitty
on
last year.
the best corner on Dallas went to the Bengals. They lost
Yeah.
the best DB. So the secondary is already worse than it was last season. Then you go against the Super Bowl champs and the best receiver corner in the NFL. What they supposed to do? Hope like get 3 picks? Like they can't do shit.
They got 2.
Look,
They got 2 picks.
they got
Yes,
2.
They did get 2
They got
picks though.
2 picks,
Still.
man.
So
And not only that,
Hold on. Dak
Hold on,
Prescott
so-
gets out of bed and gives 2 picks. You play Dak Prescott, you get 2 picks going into the game.
I'm not gonna lie, boy. Dak Prescott ate though. Dak Prescott played good as hell. That wasn't down with Dak Prescott.
But I mean, can you
That Prescott was
count?
eating like
They
fuck.
only really got one
Yeah,
pick.
I agree with that.
look,
They only got.
And they played for the best
Yeah.
receiver in the
They only
NFL.
got. I mean, they only got 1 pick. The second pick was off a Hail Mary pass. That doesn't really count.
I know, but he's saying they were dud. They didn't do good at all. But they're playing. They lost their best.
We're talking about nobody.
I ain't
talked
gonna lie.
about
The Ravens secondary did worse than them. The Ravens secondary played worse than them.
Nobody
The Ravens secondary let
nobody-
one player beat their ass. That is crazy.
No,
The Browns secondary played terrible.
Secondary worse than
The
them.
Browns secondary was worse than the
The Browns
Cowboys.
secondary, they did play terrible.
Terrible.
They
The
look.
whole Browns,
Look,
the Browns-
It was never more apparent.
My
It was
lip,
never more. You alright?
yeah, my lip bleeding.
Maybe John Johnson III wasn't that big secondary piece in LA.
Whoever said
Maybe
it was.
just Jalen Ramsey,
No,
and he used Jalen
y'all-
Ramsey to
hold on,
get paid.
yeah. Let's get to the for me. Let's get to
But-
the dog because you brought up my dog.
Okay. All right,
Brought up
so
my
here we go.
dog.
So here's my dogs. All right. So my number 3 dog for the week had a big game. Obviously, I'm gonna go with Joe Mixon.
Yeah.
120 rushing yards and a rushing
Yeah,
touchdown.
127 in the
Put the team on his
touchdown.
back.
Number 1 rusher in the league right now. That was a big game. Carried us to a win.
Carried the whole city of Cincinnati. Joe Mixon is a dog,
That's my
bro.
number 3 dog for the week.
Yeah.
My number 2 dog for the week. It was a debate again, but what put this over the number 1 is just the sheer dominance. But my number 2 dog for the week is the Seattle Seahawks offense.
Yeah.
Because the Colts defense is a top 5 defense in the league, and
Yes.
Russell Wilson
Yes.
was torching them boys.
Well, their secondary
And
is
Tyler Lockett.
weaker, but their secondary was worse than the Cowboys.
I don't like that. I don't. You know what? After second
Oh my
thought,
god!
after retaining the information that I'm retaining, I decided I'm never doing this podcast ever again. I don't like Austin anymore. He's making me hate my favorite player in the NFL, and I just don't like that. He has Tyler Lockett on his fantasy team, and that motherfucker put up like 30 points on me.
Oh yeah, De'Aaron talking
It
all
really
that
hurt
stuff.
my face. It
Austin
hurt my
never beat
feelings.
me. Austin never beat me. It happened now.
It happened now. I'm 8-1.
Anyways,
8-1. That's
and then
okay.
my
I'll take
number 1
8-1.
dog for the week, top guy, number 1 dog. I don't really see an argument for anybody else. It's obvious got to be Chandler Jones, on pace for a cool little 85 sacks for the season. That's a fucking game, bro. 5 sacks against
Who
a
had
lot of
Arizona's
people saying,
defense?
hold on. What?
I said, who had Arizona's defense? Me, yes, sir. Thank you, God.
A lot of people can make the argument that Taylor Lewan is the best left tackle in the NFL, and he just went and bullied that young man for 60 minutes.
But you also forgot he had 5 sacks and 2 forced fumbles, other sacks. 2 of them were strip sacks.
That is also true. Like
that's huge.
That's a big game for a defensive player. 5 sacks, 2 forced fumbles.
I mean,
They say he's
that's a
on
stat line
pace.
filler.
He's on pace for 85 sacks on the season.
Nah, that's crazy. All right. So wait, De'Aaron, it's on you.
It's on me.
So we'll
Yep.
move on
All
to
right.
De'Aaron.
All right, so my 3 dogs. At number 3, you guys are gonna laugh, but that's okay. I'm gonna say the Eagles defense. At number 2, I got Joe Mixon. At number 2, I got Joe
I was
Mixon.
holding it, bro.
At number 1, I'm sorry, I gotta go Murray Magic. That man was just on fucking. He was something different. He was 102 on Madden. Like that man was going crazy. He had escape artist and fucking gutsy scrambler on them bitch asses. Like he was going nuts. That motherfucker went in his X Factor in the first play of the game and didn't leave his X Factor until the final whistle blew. He was on some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Murray was on level.
All right.
So go ahead and say it. I finished my list. Go ahead and say it. The Eagles defense didn't do that good. That's okay.
I mean, Matt Ryan hasn't been Matt Ryan in since he gave up
Yeah.
a 28-3 lead.
Yep. You're
And
right. Still didn't give up a touchdown, but go ahead. Keep going.
Atlanta Falcons haven't had a run game for like 5 years.
Still didn't give up a touchdown. Go ahead.
Calvin Ridley is the number 1 guy, and Calvin Ridley's a dog, but can you name another receiver on that core?
Russell Gage that didn't get a fucking catch.
Okay, so he didn't play.
No, he played. He fucking played.
They have a rookie tight end that's kind of in the worst situation to be.
Or Tony
You're a
Gonzalez.
rookie. Like, I would take Zach Wilson position over Kyle Pitts position.
Hell yeah.
Like you're a tight end in probably the worst offense in the NFL, and you have no hope.
Bro,
of
I would
turning
take
that
Kenneth Gainwell's position over Kyle Pitts' position. What are you talking about?
Hey,
All right,
me
so
too. That's great touchdowns.
Okay,
That Kenneth
so-
Gainwell.
Jeffrey, who's your
Okay.
top 3 dog for the week?
All right. So, okay,
TJ
so,
Watt.
all right, no. So, number 3, Matthew Stafford. You know, first game with the new team. You feel what I'm saying? And you go off, you throw 3 touchdowns, 321 yards. You cannot be mad at that. For me, just an amazing game. Number 2.
Before you go to,
What'd you say?
I was gonna say before you go to number 2, Matthew Stafford had a good game, but so did Jared Goff, part of that same trade.
Yeah, Jared Goff.
He tried to bring the Detroit back. I mean, Jared Goff had a good game. I mean, it looks like that trade worked out for both teams.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
seriously.
The Lions somehow dropped 33 points. They didn't do that with Stafford.
All right, go ahead.
And then my number 2, I'm gonna go with Russell Wilson. 4 touchdowns. I mean,
Okay.
I really consider the whole entire offense. Honestly, I'll probably say like you said, whole Seattle Seahawks offense. And then my number 1 by far Taylor Jones. Obviously, I had him in fantasy. You feel what I'm saying? I had the defensive fantasy. He got 5 sacks. I play D-line. I know how hard it is to get 5 sacks in one game. That's Pee Wee football numbers. I haven't seen a guy do that in the NFL in my lifetime, I don't think. But my honorable mention is another Ram in Jalen Ramsey. You guys heard a position called the Star. They basically put him in like a linebacker corner hybrid, and he got his career high. Like he got like 9 total tackles. And like, bro, he was getting tackled for loss.
Jalen Ramsey can fucking hit. I don't know why people.
Jalen Ramsey in week 1 did the Bears so
Look
dirty,
where you
bro.
went to school at.
They said
They hit.
they said that the 80% of the earth is covered by water. The other 20% is covered by Jalen Ramsey.
I mean, bro, look, it's not like he ain't have no picks, nothing. But just like they put, I heard it's called the Star position. It was like linebacker hybrid with corner. And he was
I know
playing
what you're
that,
talking
and he was eating. Like he had like 9 total tackles. I think like 3 of them were for loss. Like he was just eating. Bro.
My honorable mention for
Number
my
5,
dog of the
Jalen
week-
Ramsey, just different.
My honorable mention for dog of the week is I gotta throw Christian McCaffrey in there. That man had
Got him
a
on
day.
fantasy too. Yeah.
Hold on.
That man
I
had a
gotta throw
day.
an honorable mention in there as well. The honorable mention I would like to throw in there was
Tyreek
Antonio
Hill.
Brown.
Sorry, no.
Antonio Brown, that's not a bad honorable mention.
But I ain't
That's
but he
what-
was
he had
on
himself
his
a day.
Pittsburgh shit. He was back. He went like 3 years in the past to start playing.
That's what I'm saying.
Also,
Like
you can probably throw Dak Prescott into the honorable mention category as well.
My thing is, bro, he was gonna be my third dog if that pick wasn't there. Then 3 touchdowns, I would put him as my dog over Matthew Stafford. He had a great game. It's just that one pick that made it.
All right, go ahead and let's let Dre do his dog.
All right,
All right,
so
Dre. Yeah, Dre,
my
you got
three
your
dogs.
3.
First, I'm gonna go ahead and just do my honorable mention just because I actually have Evan McPherson, the kicker for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Honorable mention.
Rookie, the rookie.
Number 3, I have Dak Prescott. Number 2, I have the New Orleans Saints. And number 1, I have the Arizona Cardinals. Where Arizona,
The whole team.
it's just
Yeah, I mean,
It was
yeah,
just
because
that
Kyler
good.
Murray on one end,
It
Chandler
was
Jones
just
on the
that
other. You
good.
can't give him out of that, bro.
The Arizona Cardinals just walked onto that field and pulled out an ass whooping.
Right.
And the Tennessee Titans had to take that bitch for 60 minutes.
You know what though? We keep talking about Arizona putting that. So then that means the Saints have to be up there too, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the Saints did put an ass whooping on them boys too.
I mean, Jameis Winston had 5 touchdowns with a less than 150 yards.
Can we also talk
passing.
about how the 2 teams that got the biggest ass whoopings in this is Sunday were 2 teams that were in the playoffs last year, and they took ass whoopings
Yes.
in week 1?
Yes. And supposedly they both got better. I don't know how they got better, but they both got better somehow from playoffs, and then they get their ass beat.
Can we also talk about how Jameis Winston got his eyes fixed and now is a dog?
Didn't I say that earlier? Is it fucking iceberg? He can fucking see now.
Now,
He
5
knows.
touchdowns, bro, 5
Boomer is
touchdowns
black.
with 0 picks is literally a record for Jameis Winston. 5 touchdowns with no picks.
For 150 yards, though. That's the crazy part. He threw 5 touchdowns for 150 yards. I mean, that's insane.
That was an amazing game.
I'm telling you, when you're playing
I think
against
an honorable mention has to
And,
be a
bro,
shout out to
the craziest part was that it's not like, oh, Michael Thomas, no, like he didn't. His receiver core,
Yeah.
literally, everybody know I love Jawan Johnson from Oregon. You know what I'm saying? But that's a wide receiver turned tight end and had 2 touchdowns. Like that was his go-to guy that game. Like,
Yep.
Yeah.
like come
Yep.
on, bro.
And like I said, I just want to reiterate what I said. When you playing against Paul Crewe, it's hard to lose. That man needs to be under investigation from
No, but,
Roger
bro,
Goodell because that man.
Bro, my biggest thing was the offense was shaky, but Green Bay's defense was so good that with 3 points they supposed to win anyway. If
Mac Jones
like, their
not gonna
defense supposed to be
trade
that good.
Bill Belichick saw
38
Aaron Rodgers
points
last
to a
game was
team
like,
that-
"Oh, he ain't afraid to cheat. That's my new quarterback. I'm about to get a new number 12." Aaron Rodgers to the Patriots. I'm calling in now.
Nah,
He ain't
I'm
going to
calling
the
it now. I ain't gonna lie. If they get,
He gonna link up with Bill Belichick like we trying
Okay,
to
okay,
play
okay,
games. We gonna
okay.
fly
You
games. We
don't
gonna
want-
Here's
you don't
something I
want
wanted to
to
talk about.
150 yards.
He don't want fucking Bill Belichick as his coach.
Because he don't want to give up. He wants to have control. That's the whole point of the whole thing with the Packers. He wants control. He's going to go to a team that's going to come off. That's going to be
You know
shitty
what?
this year. So you're talking like
I just
he'll end up in
No.
like Cleveland.
No.
He'll end up in even like teams that.
Gray
are gonna
said
be-
one team that's
I know
not
where
going to
he's
happen
going.
because this team
Nobody sees
right
it.
here
Well,
is
you know
playing
what it is?
out their mind with Teddy Two Gloves. And that's just
You're gonna
fucking
end up with a shitty
No,
squad.
no,
bro.
here you
Denver
go.
with
Here's where
Teddy
he's
Two
going.
Gloves
Oh,
is
bro,
going crazy.
no. The Broncos are 100% behind Teddy Bridgewater after week 1. I mean,
Yes.
if they're not, then they're done.
Teddy Two Gloves is the dude.
He's not going to Denver either. You know where he's going?
Washington.
I don't know why nobody's talking about this. What team has had inconsistent quarterback play and has a really good roster that can make it to the Super Bowl if they had a good quarterback?
Washington.
There's 19 teams like that.
San Francisco.
Oh,
Trey
Washington.
Lance.
I
Trey
would say
Lance
they
is the
would.
trade piece.
Hopefully. My
That
dumb
brings
ass was
Aaron
thinking Las
Rodgers.
My
Vegas.
dumb ass thought Washington and Pittsburgh.
Where
Like,
Where did Aaron Rodgers go to college? The University of what?
California.
Look, I'm gonna call it right now.
Bro.
Right now. Next year, one person on this podcast is gonna be out of their fucking mind because they're gonna feel like their team's going to the Super Bowl as soon as this trade happens. Number 1 will be traded for number 12. And he'll be a fucking Eagle
No.
because he'll have total control of the fucking offense.
he will definitely have total
It
control,
will
but I
literally
ain't gonna lie. I
He
ain't gonna
wants
lie.
to stay in the cold weather. He likes playing in the snow. He's gonna end up. I'm calling it right now.
Hey,
Nobody
hey,
else talk
if you
about
wanna go
it.
to
Watch
Pennsylvania,
it.
you know what I mean?
want to go to the Eagles?
He does.
Hey, you hear what I said, Austin? If you want to come to Pennsylvania, you know what I mean? Tell him, hit me up.
Hey, he might end up in Pittsburgh for
No,
real.
I don't think he's going to
Bro,
Pittsburgh either.
I want
He's had
Pittsburgh to
no
go
say.
1-16.
But
Go ahead and
Pittsburgh,
take
yeah,
Ritter.
he wouldn't have no
Let's go ahead
say.
and turn up.
Pittsburgh.
I think
you
he's
won't have
going.
no
I think
say.
he's going to the 49ers. I think Garoppolo's done. I think they drafted Trey Lance because that's going to be
You
a
don't
trade
wanna
piece in the
move
future,
California.
and they're going to bring in.
I ain't gonna
He
lie.
was
That's the
born
most
in California.
disrespectful thing I will ever see in my life.
I'm saying, why would they draft Trey Lance?
Look,
He's
Garoppolo
already,
is
he's
not-
already
yeah,
look,
Trey Lance supposed to be their future.
look. Here's my thing, Austin.
He likes the cold
That
weather.
will be the biggest spit in the face Green Bay will ever do to Jordan Love if they trade away Aaron Rodgers to get another young quarterback that can do exactly what he can do.
Right.
That will be the biggest spit in the face I ever saw in my life.
Right?
Like,
Exactly.
Literally, I will
Man,
take.
that's-
I would.
Look, you think you're
He's
good,
gonna
but
take
you
his
ain't
jersey
good.
off
That's
and he's gonna quit. He's gonna
Like,
retire
It's
that
not
day.
just regular shit. He did a
like
whole
the Tua
loogie.
situation.
They did a whole loogie and spit it in his face.
Bro, that's
It's just like the Tua situation.
but Jordan Love is going to be
Like Tua.
one of the only quarterbacks to ever retire that young. That wasn't hurt. He's retiring that day.
Well, that's why Tua didn't take the captain when they asked him to be a captain this year.
Yeah.
Because they literally were trying to trade him for a guy that may never play again.
I know that's messed up. But
They didn't want
but
6 pieces in the trade. He would have been gone.
yeah.
They wanted 6 pieces, including players. No matter how many picks, no matter what, they wanted either 3 players, 3 picks, or 6 picks, or 6 players. They wanted 6 for 1. And Miami was coming off 4, and they didn't do it. If they would have come off that, Tua would be in fucking Houston right now. They were done. They were sending him to Houston.
And Tyrod Taylor would have not been the starting quarterback this year.
Shout out Tyler Taylor, man. Shout out.
As long as he don't see the team doctor before the game, he'll be straight.
He'll be fine. Just don't let him go to the team doctor.
No, bro.
Hey, and
no,
also
no,
shout out
also-
Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
But
Zach Wilson had himself a nice little day
A
too.
couple
Yeah.
honorable mentions that I'll throw out there. And I agree with all your guys' because ranked them and stuff. But a couple honorable mentions I'll throw out there. In a losing effort to be the number 2 leading rusher in the NFL right now, you got to give it up to David.
Of course.
For Chicago, he was in the mix. He almost won Ground Player of the Week. Mixon beat him out by like 10 votes. So, I mean, that's pretty damn close.
Shout out
And then the
David.
second honorable mention I'll give out
Drum roll, please.
to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
What?
Bird.
So bad that they're about to have Urban Meyer at USC.
Yeah.
They were so bad Sunday, he might be at USC next week.
Did you hear those reports?
Yeah.
That's
Dang,
crazy.
next
week?
All right, let's talk about that for a minute. So,
All right.
can we talk about how batshit crazy that would be if Urban Meyer bounced after one season to go back to college?
It's happened. It's
No, it
happened.
has happened. Like Nick Saban's done it before. I'm just saying how
But
fucked
what if he
up.
does it? What if he does like Bobby Petrino and leaves in the middle of the year?
Trevor. Exactly.
Bobby Petrino left in the middle of the fucking year.
Exactly.
He left notes in the lockers. Imagine that, Jeffrey. You show up to practice, bro. After you lost the game Sunday, you show up to practice Tuesday, and there's a note in your locker saying that your head coach quit.
That's crazy.
Bounce.
You
no,
just lost
Hey,
the
speaking
game.
of that, bro,
Y'all
bro,
remember?
speaking of the
Y'all
Texans
remember when
and
y'all was
Jaguars
saying Trevor
game?
Lawrence was the greatest quarterback since Peyton Manning, and I said he's not, and then he throws 3 picks in week 1. I'm just saying.
No. Not gonna lie, bro. He threw 3 picks, 3 touchdowns. You feel what I'm saying? It was a bad game, but it was decent. Three
Here you go.
touchdowns
Here's a
aside,
question.
3 picks is
He
bad.
He
Here's a
did just
question
like
for you boys.
Jameis Winston.
Here's a question for you boys. Who had the best? What rookie quarterback had the best Week 1 debut?
Technically, to me, Jalen Hurts, because he did his first real season start. So now, Jack Wilson.
Okay. I think
I would
Mac
have.
Jones did his
Mac
thing
Jones
too,
did
though.
good, but he threw 1 touchdown. What he threw like 150 yards, 1
That's a
touchdown,
deal.
0 interceptions. I think that was
I
Max.
think so. Somewhere in that area.
Yeah.
I would have had to say Zach Wilson.
Yeah,
Like,
Justin
Trevor
Fields had a
Lawrence
nice
did-
little day too.
Because he was efficient.
Trevor Lawrence did okay. He just couldn't do that much.
Mhm. But you had Trey Lance had a pretty. I think Trey Lance had the first passing touchdown of any rookie quarterback in 2021.
Yeah, but like okay, so Trevor Lawrence had 3 touchdowns, 332 yards, but 3 picks. So he had a lot of yards, 3 touchdowns is good, but 3 picks, isn't that good. But he is on the
That's still-
Jaguars. But then you got Zach Wilson, 2 touchdowns, 258 yards and 1 pick. That's a pretty good game too. Oh, but actually no, Mac Jones is actually that's who my pick because I didn't know how many yards he had. He had 1 touchdown, but he had 281 yards and zero interceptions. So he had like the cleanest game.
Trey Lance had the first passing touchdown of any rookie quarterback. He threw the first touchdown, and then Justin Fields had a nice little day on Sunday night too. When he had his chances, he came in and did his thing.
Yeah.
Everybody looked good. The only thing I would say is Trevor Lawrence has got to figure out what team he plays for.
Right. Yeah. What's
crazy is
the Texans
Trevor
and Jaguars
Lawrence has-
game. The craziest thing I saw was that I saw on Twitter it was saying like, "Dang, this is what it's like to be on the top of the AFC South because the Texans they're the only 1-0 team. The Colts lost, the Titans lost, and the Jaguars lost. So they're number 1. I was like, oh dang, this is what it feels like. Nah, that's fucked up.
What's crazy to me is Trevor Lawrence did not lose a game in high school starting out. He did not lose a game
I
in
saw that too.
college.
Yeah.
And then he goes to the
Well, regular
NFL. His
season
first
game.
NFL game, he loses.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it said
That's
this was the
crazy.
very first regular season loss of his life. Is what it said.
Like, man, that's
We
crazy.
all knew that was gonna happen because obviously.
I mean,
we're
he's on the
course.
Jaguars. Now, if he was on the Buccaneers or the Chiefs, then okay.
We all knew. Right, we all knew it, but damn, Tyrod Taylor looked like a dog.
Yeah.
Tyrod, they might have when they punctured that lung, they might have put a little PED in that situation because he was out there bawling.
No, he definitely was. But
And
okay.
what he did Michael Jordan's secret stuff. And he was
Hey, did you see that little slick move he tried to play off, but the running back fucked it up? They was in a red zone. He was scrambling to his right, took off, try to get to the end zone. He knew he was about to get hit. He saw the running back out of the corner of his eye and turned that bitch and tried to flip it to him for a touchdown, but the running back didn't realize it and it went out of bounds. That shit would have been clean.
Yeah. No, but one topic I didn't want to talk about is what's going on in Washington. So the QB situation was already bad. This is a playoff team we're talking about. This team, I believe, could make the playoffs, and then they're a quarterback that shouldn't be starting. And a lot of people, in my opinion, I believe he's an amazing backup, but he's not really a starter. And he gets hurt. He's out. I think it's 6 to 8 weeks. So he's pretty much done for a very long time.
Oh, you talking about Fitz? Okay.
So I guess Heineke's gonna be the guy, but
Now.
yeah.
Here's the thing, though, because Heineke almost beat Tampa Bay in the playoffs last year. The Washington came very close with Heineke at the helm, but is Heineke the guy?
But the defense did a lot of the work. But I get what you're saying.
That is true.
But the defense could do a lot of the work in the regular season too.
They play the Giants Thursday night. They got the football Giants.
Here's my thing right
Football
here.
Giants isn't a scary opponent.
Right. Look. Here's something I saw on Twitter. I saw a video. It said, I'm pretty sure it was Stephen A. Smith that said it. This right here can make or break Cam. This could break Cam Newton's career. Okay, him getting cut was one thing, right? And then your former coach, who you were an MVP on his team. Okay.
Yeah.
You took his team to the Super Bowl. Okay. If he doesn't sign you,
One game.
no, I'm saying if his team doesn't sign you, then no team is going to sign him. If the Washington football team do not pick up Cam Newton will no longer play in the National Football League. He won't. I promise that.
In 20 games, and that year in 20 games, the Panthers lost 2.
Right.
20 games. They went 15-1 in the regular season and then lost in the Super Bowl.
Right.
Yep.
That's literally like Andy Reid not signing Patrick Mahomes down the line. You know what I mean? Like, that's
no, I
literally
mean,
that.
I agree. I don't know if it'll be forever. Here's the thing. This is why
Well, Cam's already
Cam
up there in
got cut.
age, so if he's not playing in this season or next season, he's not going to play.
No, I'm saying I think there might be another team that might throw a shot at him, like just try to bring him in. But here's the thing with Cam, and this is why it's so hard for him, is because there's a couple things that are really good about Cam that actually holds him back in this situation. One, he's beloved by everybody. He is a very good team captain, a very good team leader, and it's hard to sign that to be your backup because we all got to be honest here. Jealousy is a real thing.
No.
And a lot of starting quarterbacks.
With him, he was saying his personality gets him in the most trouble because of the type of guy he is. Like he said Matt Jones was going to be scared for basically Cam to be his back. And that's any quarterback.
I can see it.
Yeah, that's any quarterback.
I can see it. Unless you get signed by like a team like Tampa where Tom knows he's solidified, or Green Bay. Well, I mean he's not going to sign here, but Green Bay where Aaron Rodgers knows that's his job.
Big Ben or Pittsburgh. Big Ben knows he's going to be the starter, but Cam's going to be there in the next couple years or something. Yeah.
It's going to be hard for teams to take a shot unless you have an injury like Washington. Right now, I think Washington should. I don't know.
I think Washington should do it. I think so.
It might.
Did you guys hear the big news?
What?
I just saw this earlier today. I just thought of it for some fucking reason. But it was announced that Josh Gordon has completed everything he was supposed to complete, and the NFLPA wants him to be reinstated back into the NFL. So all he needs is the final approval from Roger Goodell, and he's already vaccinated, and he said he's ready to play. So it looks like Roger Goodell is going to approve it, and Josh Gordon could be making a comeback to the NFL.
Bro, can we? All right, one we were talking about completely something else. And this is a story, and I mean, no disrespect to Josh Gordon, but we talked about this has been a headline for the last 5 years. Josh Gordon's coming back, 2016. Josh Gordon's coming back, 2017. Josh Gordon's making his return, 2018. Hey, Josh Gordon's making his return this year. Hey, 2019, Josh Gordon is making his return. 2020, the Seattle Seahawks signed him. Josh Gordon's coming back. Oh, shit, Josh Gordon's not coming back. This year, Josh Gordon's coming back. Do we want to write it down? Do we want to pencil this in for next year that he's going to make a comeback to the NFL?
Maybe.
Anyway, back to what we were talking about. I think maybe they haven't made the move yet because it's a short week. We play Thursday night. It's going to be hard for anybody to come in. Yeah, it's going to be hard for anybody to come in and learn stuff.
If anybody can do it, Cam can. Respectfully. If anybody can do it, Cam Newton can. I'll be honest. I'll give him that one.
We'll talk about this next week. If they haven't signed him by next Monday,
it's over. It's right.
Then we could talk about.
Hey, Taylor Heineke won a fucking playoff game.
Almost.
He didn't. He almost did.
In my eyes, he won a fucking playoff game.
He almost won a playoff game.
Hey, almost as a backup quarterback is pretty damn good, unless you're Nick Foles. But that's another story. But almost as a backup quarterback is good enough. Is good. You know, if you almost win a playoff game, that's a good-ass team. You go out there and you're playing good and you almost win that game. I give you your props. You know, not everybody's Nick Foles.
Who isn't on your team, so the dick suck is crazy.
Hey, facts. It's okay.
Look, Philadelphia Eagles fans call him Big Dick Nick for a reason.
Not just Philly fans, everybody.
Nah,
everybody calls him Big Dick Nick.
That never came out of my mouth.
I've never said that either.
Call him that.
That's okay.
It's never come out of my mouth.
Nicknames are nicknames are nicknames. Okay. In high school, they called me White Nasty. It was weird.
White chocolate.
No, a little bit of a lighter tone subject. I fucking enjoyed watching Monday Night Football with the
It was like Christmas, wasn't it? This week was like Christmas.
That shit
guys?
was
Okay.
awesome.
All right.
This whole week
Yeah, look,
was just Christmas.
bro. Okay. So obviously,
No, it's too
Look,
heavenly
look.
here.
I'm gonna throw my opinion on this. So this obviously like my first real year of fantasy and stuff. Like watching game, like as like me and my brother. So we used to watch football games all the time. But it's a total different thing. Like whenever. Okay, so Tyshawn Williams. When I saw him in the game, I was like, okay, let's see something. He got a handoff, little 2 yards. I'm like, oh, that's not nothing. But then, literally, when he busted his little 20-yard touchdown and scored, me and Durant jumping up and down because Durant was solidified to win, like Sunday afternoon, like the last game when he played, and he was solidified to win. So he was like, Jeffrey, you need to win. I was like, bro, I got a 20% chance of winning. I think it's packed up. So that whole game, we sitting there like, come on. It was so, like, I swear, it's so weird. Like, now I get what y'all talking about. It's the weirdest vibes you'll ever have watching a football game. Because I want the Ravens offense to tee up, but I want their defense to be ass. So it's like, are you cheering for the Ravens or you not? I was like, no, I want the Raiders to win. But I want the Ravens to put up 50. That's what I want right now. Because I want all them PATs and I want Tyshawn Williams to get a couple of them.
I told him that before he played fantasy football. I was like, you're gonna watch NFL games so different now, and he was like, "What you mean?" I was like, "You'll see."
But then I got another question for you. Ain't the Eagles and Colts deal? Isn't it like if they aren't good, you gotta get a first round pick, or is it if they are good?
No, it's all about Carson Wentz. It's all about Carson Wentz. If Carson Wentz plays 70% of the snaps as a starting quarterback, we get the first round pick.
Okay.
If he play, it's 75% if they don't make, or if they make the play. Hold on. If they don't make the playoffs, he has to play 75%. If they make the playoffs, he only has to play 70%.
Right.
But he has to be the starting quarterback for majority of the year, basically,
don't get me
for us
wrong.
to get the first round pick.
In my opinion, Carson Wentz had an amazing game to be in the situation he's in. You know, going out there, getting 250 yards and 2 touchdowns. That was a really good game. But he was going
it was a game.
He was going against a team that was on fire.
That
What can you do?
sacked.
You know, what can you do against a team that's like,
And he
that
was
team's
sacked
on
a lot.
fire? Yeah, he was sacked a lot. But also, come on, to be under pressure that much and not throw a pick, come on. Decision making was looking pretty good.
I like Carson. Carson's a good quarterback.
No,
you guys know I like Carson, but I mean he's on a different team now, so I got to root for him for a
I
different
love
team.
the Colts offensive line. I love the Colts backfield, but their receiver core is ass to me. And to do that was pretty good.
Hold on.
I mean, they got some
Was
young
Zach
pieces,
Pascal's
but-
your number one receiver? And
Yeah, I
he's
mean,
what?
I don't think they're ass, but I can't disagree.
No,
that they're
like my
not.
thing is to me, if Russ not here, I
When
want Pittman
Zach
to be good. I
Pascal
want
is your
Pittman
number
to
one
turn up.
receiver, you need help.
Right, yeah.
When
Ty
Zach
Hilton, I'm not
Pascal's the
saying
number
T.Y.
one, you
Ty
need help.
Hilton is washed, obviously. Zach
Yeah,
Pascal,
he's not the
Ty.
same. I don't think he's washed, but he's not the same.
that's
I
washed.
really like
He in his Madden years where he slowly goes down in overall, Jeffrey.
number 11,
I know.
USC. Oh, what's his name? Number 11 went to USC.
Oh,
So Michael
I was
Pittman.
thinking,
Thank you, Michael Pittman. I really like Michael Pittman. I
Yeah, I
think he
do
could be a very solid receiver. I like Paris Campbell. Go Bucks. You can't go wrong.
can't go wrong with a
But
Buckeye,
yeah.
nope.
But it isn't like anything that I'm
Hey,
scared
Can we
about.
talk about one thing? The Chicago Bears game, Justin Fields comes in and throws a passing touchdown?
I said that multiple times.
Oh, I wasn't here for that. But shout out Justin Fields throwing a touchdown. Andy Dalton's got about 2 more weeks at the helm before he takes over. So hopefully Andy Dalton can do something in those couple weeks to be a starting quarterback somewhere else, because that's what his career is trending like. He's going to play good enough to get somewhere else and then become a backup and play good enough to go somewhere else. He's
They're trying
turning
to-
into Ryan Fitzpatrick.
They're trying to move Andy Dalton to Washington.
Yeah, and I saw it.
Hey.
That's what I saw. And look, he's not the only backup I saw making that move. I forgot the other one. Dang. What's a Brissett? Isn't the coach backup quarterback Jacoby Brissett?
Yeah.
The Dolphins.
Yeah.
Oh, the Dolphins. Yeah. I saw something about Jacoby Brissett actually getting traded to Washington but also the Dolphins were going to get
God
out more than
damn
just
it.
him. But my thing is, I would rather take Andy Dalton
I
every day
hope
of the
that
week
don't
than
happen.
him. But yeah, what you mean? I hope that don't happen?
No. See, I like.
I hope
Jacoby
that don't
Brissett
happen.
I do too.
better
I do
than
too.
Andy.
But
I love Jacoby.
Better than
That's
Andy.
why I'm pissed. That's why I don't want it to
I'll
happen.
take
I love Jacoby
Jacoby
Brissett,
over
so then
Andy.
I have to root against him. I don't want to root against Jacoby Brissett. I love Jacoby. He's a good quarterback.
See, this is the thing. Now, all respect to Andy, you playing in a couple primetime games. Andy Dalton has not been a very consistent quarterback in primetime football games.
Yeah, we've seen that the hard way.
So I think I'd take Jacoby Brissett in that situation over.
I love Jacoby. He
I
had a
would
great
sign
year.
now. Me personally, Cam Newton would be my first choice. I would have already signed Cam.
Yeah.
I would have signed him. I would have put him on I think
I would have
put him
done
on
what
like
the
a-
Ravens. Why don't you do what the Ravens did with Le'Veon Bell? You sign him, you put him on your practice squad this week to help him learn the fucking playbook, and then next week you move him up to the active roster. That's exactly what Baltimore did. That's why Le'Veon Bell didn't have any equipment on. He's on their practice squad because he's learning the playbook. Next week he's going to be in full equipment out there playing. I swear to God. Why don't they do that with Cam?
All right. And didn't the Ravens sign it? Okay, I know they signed Latavius Murray, but I don't know if it had 100%.
Devontae Freeman.
The Baltimore Ravens
I
have the
don't know.
best backfield of 2015.
No,
Hey, I
yeah.
said that to Dad. That's 2016. I said they had the greatest running back room of 2016.
Look. No. Here, like, and you said they did sign Devontae Freeman. I saw it 2 days ago that they were supposed to, but okay. So yeah, they have Devontae Freeman and practice squad and Le'Veon Bell, but Latavius Murray's actually on the roster, and we saw him play.
Yeah.
What was that, last night? Yeah. We actually physically
Yeah.
saw him play, and actually he wasn't doing too bad in my opinion. But if I had to choose out of them three old heads who I would play is Devontae Freeman, respectfully, because Devontae Freeman is the best out of them three in my opinion right now. Today.
Yeah, I like that. The fucking Ravens running back room is the best running back room of 2016, and it's 2021.
Yes.
Like, these boys are
absolutely.
dogs 5 years ago.
Hey, what did I say when we was in fantasy? I said I just made a great draft pick of 2016 when I drafted Julio in like the 8th round.
No, but I swear, I thought it worked out for me, bro. J.K. Dobbins got hurt. I'm clapping. Like, okay, Gus is about to turn up. Then Gus got hurt. I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? So then I signed Tyshawn Williams, and he actually won me the game. Thank God. Let's clap over Tyshawn. Yes, sir. But the only reason why it was a close game, bro, I started Brandon Ayuk, who got me 0 points because he didn't play. And Jalen Waddle was on my bench and got me 16. So I would have won. Like, it wouldn't have been close. I mean, it probably
Did you win or did you lose?
No, I won. But I won by like 8 points when I was supposed to win by 20-something points.
My team put 206 points on his dome top.
Yeah.
This week. We was balling.
Yes. But did y'all hear the story?
Situation again. I'm in a bad situation again because I just lost Jerry Jeudy for the next 3 weeks minimum.
Right.
So now I'm down a receiver. I still got Sterling Shepard, who had a big game, but I don't know. Like, I got to figure out what I'm going to do with my flex spot.
Durant somehow beat Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes. That's all I got to say. That's because Aaron Rodgers shit the bed.
Hey, can I tell y'all this one story that I heard that I thought if I was in his shoes, I'd have probably done the same thing. You know, you're at practice. You know, you're working on practice, working on the game plan. Your fucking starting running back, Gus Edwards, goes down with a torn ACL. You're attending to him. It takes about 10, 15 minutes. You know, the trainers are with him. You cart him off the field. You're like, damn, he just tore his ACL. Not the next play, you know, it's all good. The next play after that, the second play after the injury, you're running a pass play. Marlon Humphreys goes down, tears his ACL. They said John Harbaugh walked out, blew the whistle, waved his hands. He was like, it's over. Today's over. Everybody go home. I was like, I'd have done the same fucking shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, sorry, Marcus Peters.
But
Marcus
Humphrey
Peters goes down.
He was limping the whole Ravens game. He went out in like the beginning of the third quarter with an injury, and he came back into the game. But he was locking stuff up because of Marlon Humphrey. But he was limping the whole game. So something could be wrong with him too.
You know who else that nobody peeped? Jadeveon Clowney was limping that entire game against the Chiefs too.
Yeah.
Limping the whole game.
Bro, a lot of injuries happened week 1. You know, Raheem Mostert's out for the season. I mean, old Fitzpatrick could be out for the season.
Jerry Jeudy sprained his ankle.
Yeah,
is something going on with that the NFL? What is happening with the NFL? There's been so many injuries.
De'Aaron
said, this is always a thing.
De'Aaron said if it says the Q, they're gonna play, right? So I had Ayuk sitting there. I'm like, bro, he didn't play. It said hamstring. I was like, but it never turned to doubtful. Nothing.
Right. Yeah,
I said
sometimes Q was questionable.
A game time decision, so you gotta wake up a little earlier and check. Because it's a game time decision, they say right before the game.
A lot of people, they said that they didn't release it because I've seen a lot of people on the internet had Brandon Ayuk in their.
Bro, it still just says questionable. It never. I never had notification.
Everybody was expecting him to play.
bro, he never it never said nothing about it. De'Aaron, I was up earlier.
Yeah, the 49ers never announced that he wasn't playing Sunday.
Bro,
So everybody assumed he was playing because they didn't hear any word, and then he ended up not playing.
And then Jalen Waddle gets
I'll be back,
16
y'all.
points, bro. Like, I was like, bro, why did you started Jalen Waddle, bro? But I still wanted the answer. So, bro, Chris McCaffrey got me 27. Like, he was projected to get 27. I was like, bro, no way, bro, running back get. I was sitting there like, 27 is crazy. No, but also, that's what I meant to say. So, Durant beat Cameron, right, who had Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes, and he had a Rob Gronkowski who got 30 points. When I was like, Durant, you really, it's a you 99% chance win? He was like, yeah. I'm like, I looked at my phone, I'm like, they balling. Like, how the fuck is you winning? Like, but I guess Dak Prescott just was that man or something. I don't know how he won. I don't know. But and then Durant had me talking about, bro, I forgot what's his name. Alvin Kamara sucks. But during the game, he was hella happy because Alvin Kamara literally got that pass to him. They have run the ball. Pass to him. Run the ball. He about to eat, but then when Alvin Kamara only got him when he got below the projection, he said he sucked. Because he got Alvin Kamara got him 18 points, but he projected 23 cents. I'm like, bro, 18 is not that bad. That's actually good. Like, that's good.
If your player scores double digits, that's a good play. That's a good player.
You know, he was mad. Jamal Williams on his bench got 25 points. His running back on his bench got 25. So he was like, bro, and then he was like, should I start him? I was like, I want to say yeah, but it is a Lions player. Yeah, but who's in his flex right now? Oh yeah, but he had Corey Davis in his flex, who got him 26 points because Zach
Corey
Wilson
Davis
was only throwing it to him, and Durant said he heard the commentator say that it looked like Zach Wilson's relying on the older vet more than anybody else. Which you respect that. Like, come on.
Yeah,
like,
I expect that a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, but Corey Davis got 26. But my tight end.
Shout out Robbie Anderson.
Yeah, Robbie Anderson got Durant 12 though, but yeah. Now, but still, bro, like, my thing is that if me and Durant had better tight end play, we'll be in better shape. My tight end, Dallas Goedert got me 14 points. Now, I'll take that for my tight end. Dallas Goedert actually 8 for me. But I started Dan Arnold over Trotman because, I didn't think Trotman was going to do nothing because they were going against Green Bay, who has a good defense. But Dan Arnold only got me 2 points, and Trotman would have got me 4. But
check this out.
I'm thinking about, I don't know, you guys probably going to take him. I'm thinking about picking up Jawan Johnson.
Check this out. My quarterback's got me 27 and 24, which is good.
Yeah.
Really good. Tyreek Hill scored me 37.
Yep.
Tyler Lockett scored me 26. And Darren Waller scored me 26 and a half. And Sterling Shepard scored me 24.
Yeah. No, mid-row was a good team. Was like, nah, Austin team balling. But the thing is that like the way I was talking to Durant, I was like, bro, I was like, look at the type of game Tyreek Hill had. You know, he's not gonna drop 30 every single week. I was like, but the week that he does, like that's what I was trying to explain to him. Like, players can have huge weeks, and that can win you a game over you. Like, so when he got that, he was okay. He was saying like, bro, I'm projected to lose against a lot of people. I was like, bro, those are just projections. Players could obviously he saw that players could play worse than the projections most of the time, or they could play better. Like, Justin Herbert was supposed to give me 21 points. He only got me Justin Herbert only got me 14 points. And then Trevor Lawrence was supposed to give me 18, 19 points, and he got me 22. So he actually did better when he was supposed to give me.
Here you go. Ronald Jones, my running back, was supposed to give me 10.7 and got me negative 0.6.
Yeah, bro, Najee Harris was supposed to give me 17 points, and he got me basically 6. So it's like...
And then the Green Bay defense for De'Aaron was supposed to get him 8, and they got him negative 3.
No, bro. When I talked to Durant, bro, Pittsburgh, I believe, was like the 3rd defense taken. I'm pretty sure somebody took the Buccaneers, and then somebody took, I think it was Baltimore before mine. And I was like, bro, they're not going to take the best defense. I'm Pittsburgh, come here. And then, bro, look, and it was like the 11th round. I was like, why is Arizona sitting there?
Yes, because you took it right before me.
I was like, bro, why is Arizona still sitting there? They got Chandler Jones. They got J.J. Watt. They got Buda Baker. Like, oh my God, why they still here in the 11th? Click! I clipped that faster than anything. But Pittsburgh did outscore them somehow. I don't fucking know. Pittsburgh got 17, but they got me 16. Both of them were projected to get me 6. So yes, sir. Like, hey, I'll take that. And then
that was a good week of fantasy.
Tucker got me 13. Like, so
yeah.
Hey, that was pretty good for a kicker.
Underrated, bro. Kickers are underrated.
No,
They
bro,
give you a lot of fucking points.
Tyshawn Williams and Justin Tucker won me the game. I was losing with 20% of winning. Then Tucker and Tyshawn Williams and the Baltimore defense just shit in the bed won me the game. Durant said, he said, I know Evan's sitting there pissed. I was like, I know, bro. I would. If I have an 80% chance of winning, all he got is a fucking rookie running back and a kicker, and I got the defense. Oh my God, we won. And the defense that was like, I remember like whenever you did projected points, Baltimore was at the top, and they were picked before both of my defenses that I picked.
It was.
No, bro.
It was a really fun week.
Bro, Keenan Allen shocked me, bro. It said Keenan Allen was supposed to give me 18 points. I was like, that's high as fuck, Keenan Allen. I was expecting 14 max. When he had 19, I was like, damn, Keenan Allen got 19 points. So do you guys think he's a top 5 receiver in the league?
I don't think he's a top 5 receiver, but
top 8.
He's a very underappreciated receiver.
That's what I said. Okay, so Elijah has stopped by here after full practice. We were talking about fantasy and stuff, and because they were saying like, oh, they want to do fantasy, whatever. I was like, well, next year we can see or something. But he said he was like, so Deshaun is a Ravens fan. I'm a Steelers fan. He's a Chargers fan. So Deshaun was saying how he thinks the Ravens could compete. I was like, well, losing to the Raiders don't look too good. And I was saying, like, I want my team to suck this year. And then Elijah, he was saying, I mean, we're going to be he said, Chargers, we're going to be mediocre. We might make the playoffs. But in the next 5 years, I think we could be a tough team. And I agree with that. But then he was like, but we do got a top 5 receiver. I was like, who, Mike Williams? And then Deshaun started giving, he said, no, Keenan Allen. But I'm thinking, I was like, I don't know. There's like 8 guys. There's 8 guys I could have put over Keenan Allen. Don't get me wrong. He's the Damian Lillard of NFL, in my opinion. He's a top dog that just don't get his respect because there's so many other greats at his position. That it just is so hard. And also, I mean, Damian Lillard is on the Trailblazers. How much do they win? Not much. How much had the Chargers really put in? You know, they don't win as much. Even though he is appreciated. Right. You got guys like DeAndre Hopkins, who also somehow never is on a winning team, but still is the fucking best. But then you got Devontae Adams, who his team was great last year, and you know he's number 1. You know, just too many good guys at the wide receiver position. And Tyreek Hill, you got so many guys.
Can anybody answer the question, how the fuck did DeAndre Hopkins get both those feet down in the back of the end zone?
Because he's DeAndre Hopkins.
He fucking rose.
Wait.
Fucking leaning back this way, snagged that bitch, and then still got both feet down.
It's DeAndre Hopkins. That's a normal Sunday for him. That's normal.
Cold.
That's a practice rep for him.
I don't know if y'all can see this. Hold on. Right?
No,
I knew that man was cold. I'll never forget. It was like 2 or 3 years ago, probably closer to 3 years ago. But he's playing in Houston. Deshaun Watson was rolling to his left, throwing the ball. The man caught the ball while falling down, did a somersault roll on the ground and brought the bitch through his legs and held on to it. After he did that, I was like, he's a fucking goat.
Wait. Martavius Bryant for the Steelers did that too. Or was it Martavius?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, it was Martavius because he did against the
Bengals. Y'all want to
hear
hear
a funny story? Too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the Super Bowl against the Cardinals and the Steelers was in 2009, right?
Yeah.
So that was what, 12 years ago?
Yep.
And to this day, Pablo Kenny says that Santonio Holmes did not get that right foot down, that it was not a catch.
Just let us have
to this day, he swears up and down.
Can we have our ring in peace? Now, I ain't gonna lie. The best play of week 1 was Chase Claypool just mossing the fuck out of Tre'Davious White. That was the nastiest catch. It was better than Jamar Chase wide open streak.
Hey, the best underrated play.
It was way better than that.
The best underrated play was Matt Milano cleaning that bitch ass Juju Smith-Schuster's noggin off his fucking head. Lock his shit. But Kaglau.
Sound good.
Corvette hit a fucking brick wall.
It sound good. At least our team our coach wasn't smiling. You got CJ Ooze, whatever the fuck his name is. Guys, this is a big win against the fucking Vikings. Like, get the fuck out of here. We just won. Like, you guys were turned up like the whole city rioted like it was the Super Bowl. Like, you beat the Vikings week 1.
Hey.
At least still doing that.
They don't care about style points. They just care about getting the win.
At all. I ain't gonna lie. A 2-0 victory is great in our book. You feel what I'm saying? All we gotta get is safety. That's it. and win the game.
Exactly.
That is the best game in Steelers history right there. We don't care. I mean, I don't care. It's like
There's not.
I
don't
love
like,
listening to
I
Mike
hate the
Tomlin in
Steelers.
interviews.
Period.
I swear to God, anytime I see Mike Tomlin on an interview, I sit down and watch that shit because I'm
I hate the Steelers. I hate the Steelers. Period. Obviously, but I don't hate everybody on the Steelers individually. There's only like 3 or 4 players that I hate individually as players. But then you just hate the organization as a whole. You know what I mean?
Right, but Juju is literally the most hated player in the NFL for no fucking reason. Everybody.
Yeah, I hate.
Not no fucking reason. It's
I hate
disrespect.
I'm starting to severely dislike Chase Claypool. I hate Ben. Obviously, I've hated Ben for years.
Yeah.
Everybody
Every time you see him in the playoffs, he busts that ass.
I hate him too.
No,
And then, well, go ahead.
No. I know. I was going to go back to we said the best player, whatever. But go ahead.
And I'm starting to hate JJ, it's TJ, but that's just because he's good. I have nothing else, but because he's the best linebacker in the league.
My thing is,
But
I cannot.
linebacker.
If everybody knows me, I cannot hate Cincinnati Bengals. I don't hate no players on the Bengals. I used to hate players on the Bengals, but now the players I hate are no longer there. I hope Joe Burrow's good. I hope he's not good against Pittsburgh, obviously. I love T. Higgins and T. Higgins' story. I want to see him ball. I want Jamar Chase to be Jamar Chase.
Hey,
and
tell him
also,
what I kept telling you every time T. Higgins did something.
Look.
Every time T. Higgins did anything, what did I say?
I've always loved the Bengals running backs.
Saturday,
Jeremy Hill was my dog. Jeremy Hill was my favorite
Oh
player
my
ever.
gosh.
Not because he fumbled, but I'm talking like I liked him in college. And
I know what you
everything.
mean.
But
Yeah.
then
Look.
I love the Giovanni Bernard stash. I fuck with that. And then when Joe Mixon came in, I love Joe. I hope to me, Joe Mixon for the past couple years have been a top 5 running back in the league, in my opinion. And yeah, so I never throw hate on the Bengals at all. Now the Ravens, I hate the Ravens with everything in me, but I cannot hate on Lamar. For me, Lamar is just Lamar. But the Cleveland Browns, if every single player, I'm not gonna say that, but I just don't care about them. Literally, yeah, the Browns can just like. But
Every time T. Higgins made a play Sunday, this motherfucker over here talking about something. Have you met him? Have you met him?
Have you met that guy?
Every time.
He scored a
Yeah,
touchdown. I was like, hey, have you met him?
Also, so
picture with him.
I'm being realistic. Chase Claypool, I mean, Tre'Davious White is one of the best defensive backs in the NFL, hands down. Chase Claypool, Mossy. That's why I said that was a great play. But if we want to be in reality, the best toe tap and best play was by Robert Woods on that play from Matthew Stafford. I don't know how the hell he got them feet down. He literally caught it, hit one foot, was falling down to stretch the other foot back, and barely grazed that motherfucker. Barely.
He pulled a Julio.
Yes, bro. Hold on.
He put a Robert Woods.
Let's talk a second about that Monday night overtime
I just sent it to
game.
you. I just sent it to your Instagram, De'Aaron. Watch it so Drake can see it.
Let's talk a little bit about that game Monday night. How the hell? So you get into overtime, you drive down the field, you score, they review it. You didn't score. You run 3 more plays, and you throw a pick on 3rd down.
Oh shit.
Then Baltimore takes over at the 25. They run a couple plays. Lamar Jackson fumbles.
Yes.
You get the ball back. You run like one play.
Oh, so let's not talk about it, bro. Because at this point, I was shitting my drawers because I was like, Raiders, just punch it in, Raiders. Then you feel me? Baltimore get a pick. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm okay. I'm still winning. Just end the game. Just end the game, please. I do not want to get any more points. And then Lamar fumble. I'm sitting there like, oh my god, it's about to get pick 6 now. I'm gonna lose this fucking game. I see it. I see it right now. And I'm sitting there like, bro, I'm like, Durant, I got mad at Durant. I was like, Durant, turn that shit off. I was mad as fuck.
Hey,
I was
when
mad
in
as
a
fuck,
million
bro.
years will we ever hear
Hold on.
Jeffrey
And
fighting
then-
over a Raiders-Ravens game?
Bro,
I would never
pissed,
get
man,
him
pissed.
that motherfucker
Not
fighting
even just
over a
that
game.
though.
And
And
it's Super
then
Bowl.
the Raiders get the ball back. They run a play.
Oh my
It was
god.
like 2nd down. They bring the field goal unit out. Fucked it all up. Called timeout. Said, nah, fuck that. We'll run another play. And then they score a touchdown to end the game.
Yeah. But I think, bro, like me and Durant, we literally kept watching that play back. How the fuck did Zay Jones get that wide open? Like he was
I don't
locked
know.
up. Like he was locked up all the way
What
down the
happened
field,
was-
and then boom, open. Like he was
What
clamped.
happened was Marlon Humphreys hit his own DB.
Yeah,
They ran into each other.
that's some Madden shit right there. Cause he was clamped up the whole fucking play. Like literally, he could literally like rubbed his knee. He could have put his hand in his jersey, everything. And the next thing you know, boom.
My man's could have.
I mean,
Yeah.
I
My
was
man's could have
happy. I was
walked
happy
home.
because
Got
Hey,
his head
and the
down.
funniest shit,
They was
Nobody's
playing the
talking about
greatest
this.
walk ball. That was the
nobody-
cleanest play of walk ball ever.
I heard nobody talk about this, but the funniest shit was when Peyton and Eli, the fourth quarter in overtime, they said, "Who the fuck is this Williams?" Or they didn't say fuck. It was like, "Who is Williams? How you gonna wake up in the fourth quarter? You didn't do nothing the whole game, and in the fourth quarter in overtime, you gonna turn up or wake up and win, almost win your team the game." It was cracking me up.
That's clutch gene. That's the clutch gene. You know.
That's
He
like
didn't do
the
nothing
one
the whole
motherfucker
game.
when you playing pickup basketball, the one motherfucker that shooting threes all game and bricking, and then he hits the game winning shot and gets hyped. That's what I do.
No, that's not me.
Yeah, that's the clutch gene.
No, with me.
Hey, but if he would have scored, that would have been the most devious overtime touchdown
Yeah.
ever. You run a back shoulder fade, catch the ball, square his ass up, out muscle the corner, and then reach the ball out. Spike
Yeah,
that
that'd
bitch
be
on the
crazy.
goal line. That was hard, but his knee went down right before he scored. That would have been hard as fuck.
No, bro, like,
Oh,
literally, like, fantasy is the best thing that ever happened into my life right now. Not because I won, but because, like, for one, I'm actually interested. If I was, during the Ravens game, I used to go take a shit, feel me, go chill, like, I don't give a fuck. But I had to watch it. I had to. Like, I had to sit there through the pain and watch that game and cheer for the Ravens for once.
Told
Now,
you.
Jeffrey,
but-
did you
but
watch
bro,
the
like-
Peyton and Eli one, or did you watch the regular one?
I think I watched the regular one until you said something. So I watched, like, almost the whole first half, and then switched over.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah,
Damn,
I
you
got
watched
to
the
the-
whole first half?
Well,
Damn.
no, I know.
In the second quarter, they had Ray
it was like
Lewis
8
on.
minutes. No, I did watch that. It was like 8
Okay,
minutes to
okay,
go
okay.
in the second quarter, and I started
Okay,
watching
okay.
it. So I heard like the end of what, like some of what he's saying. Yeah.
Your ass
They
is
had-
in there sweating bullets.
Travis
Bro,
Kelce
bro,
and
like,
Russell Wilson.
I
That
was
shit
never
lit.
so mad
think-
at Lamar in my life, boy. When Lamar does bad, I usually be sitting there like clapping. When he fumbled, I was like, "Are you dead ass, bro?" Like he was about to like
I told you.
They already got a pick.
Fantasy
So when they
football
got that
does
pick,
things
I
to
was
you, bro.
pissed. Because also I didn't know how many points picks was. I was up like I think I was up like 8, and then threw a pick. I was like, bro. I had to look at my phone. I was like, okay, I'm still winning. I'm still winning.
I think picks are 2. Are they
Yeah,
2?
the 2 points. I
Okay.
went up 6. I was like, okay, I'm still up. I was all we gotta do, Ravens, is punch it in. The game's over. This nigga fumble. I'm sitting there like, I look at the round. I was like, bro, the pick 6 coming, bro. Turn this shit off. The pick 6 coming. Watch, I'm gonna lose like that. I'm gonna lose like
I
that.
thought, look, and this
mad
is
as
when I
fuck.
thought when they brought the field goal unit out and fucked it all up, called timeout and brought the offense out. I turned to Dad. I said, "This is a good spot to throw another pick, because you weren't expecting to come out here. You're running out.
But that
They called
field
a
goal
pass
was deep
play."
as fuck though. Like I looked around, I was like, look at that's deep. I'm like, damn, that's deep. Like what the fuck? He about to kick that? That's crazy.
And
It
then
It was
they
gonna be
brought
like
the-
what, 50-yarder?
I think it was like 57.
Yeah,
But they brought.
Yeah, that's deep as
yeah,
fuck.
it was
They brought-
it was his longest by like 11 yards. I was like, he can't do it.
Yeah.
He can't do it. Don't put him in that
Called timeout.
predicament.
Hey, we would have
They
seen a
almost
pick
fucked it up. They
six.
almost
Bro,
got
it
a-
would've
they
ended
almost
in
got
the
a
tie,
delay
bro.
game. Almost got to delay a game, which would have made it 5 yards even longer. They had to call
Oh,
a timeout.
shit.
They had to call a time. Did you watch it, Dre?
No, I watched it.
Oh,
I watched
hold on.
it.
So
I wasn't able to.
I'm gonna describe you what happened in overtime.
Don't say it, bro. Say no.
The Raiders drove down the field.
hmm
Williams had the coldest. He was running a streak route.
Yeah.
Derek Carr threw him a back shoulder ball. He squared up Marlon. I think it was Marlon Humphreys.
Yes.
Squared him up, caught the ball, out muscled his ass, and hit the goal line. But his knee was down at like that 1 yard line. So they get the ball first and goal on the 1. They run a play, get stuffed, pass it, incomplete. Run a play, and he throws the ball to. Oh, who was it?
Henfro, I think it was. Was it
Yeah,
Henfro?
no, it was Willie Snead.
Yeah,
he
Snead.
throws the ball to
Yeah,
Willie Snead.
bitch ass. I mean,
It goes through Willie Snead's hands, literally through his hands. It hits the fucking the linebacker Queen in the face. The ball pops up in the air like 50 feet. It lands right into the fucking Baltimore secondary's hands for a pick. He takes a knee. Obviously, Baltimore gets the ball. They're all like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" They were literally celebrating, bro. Like they thought the game
Yeah,
was
bro,
over.
everybody was on the field.
Lamar
The coach
Jackson
joked
was
to
on
the
the field.
sideline.
Yes,
The coach
yes.
joked to the locker room. But the
Yes.
coach was in the locker room. They was
Yes.
shaking hands on the field, taking their shoulder pads off.
Lamar Jackson was about to exchange his jersey with the boy from Vegas, and then the game's not over. Then he
Yeah,
throws a
was down
pick.
on the one.
Then he throws a pick. So Baltimore's got the ball in the 25. They run a couple plays. I think they try to run the ball like twice. It's like third down. Lamar Jackson takes the snap, tries to make a play, puts the ball down with one hand like he does, and the defensive lineman, I think it was Max Crosby, knocked it out, so then he fumbled.
Yeah.
Vegas recovered the fumble. Then when Vegas recovers the fumble, they tried to run the ball, didn't go anywhere, so they were like, all right, we'll kick the field goal. Fuck it, we'll kick the field goal from here and try to win it because it was sudden death at that point. They go out there, and they took so long that they almost got to delay a game, so they called timeout. It was like 1 second left on the play clock.
Damn.
And they were like, and Peyton and Eli, they were like, you can't make the kicker. Like, the kicker's just standing there. You can't, like, have him kick the ball. You iced your own kicker.
Yeah,
So they kept saying they iced their own kicker. So they brought the offense back out on the field to run another play. And they run a play-action pass, and Derek Carr throws a touchdown pass to Zay Jones.
Who was
to win the
butt
fucking
naked
game
for
in
20 yards.
overtime.
Like, nobody was near him. Like, nobody even chased him into the end zone. That open.
They were like, fuck yeah. It
But
was
he
like a
could've-
fucking...
He could have
Gruden
did a
was
Tyreek
like,
Hill.
fuck
He
it.
could have stopped and flipped into the end zone like Tyreek Hill. Yes.
I'm
John
telling you,
Gruden-
is he walked home, made a sandwich, got some coffee, then went all the way back
It
to
was
the
the
stadium,
wildest.
got redressed, and then scored.
John
Look,
Gruden was like,
all
oh
I gotta-
shit. John Gruden was like, oh shit. John Gruden was like, oh shit, I don't want to ice our own kicker. Fuck it, let's just run a play real quick.
And throw a
Fuck it.
touchdown.
And then he threw a touchdown and won a game. He's like, all right, bet. Fuck it, we won. All right, that's a dub.
That's one of those
That's all I
task
gotta
failed
say.
successfully. That's what
Look,
I'm
look.
hearing. That's a task failed
Yeah,
successfully.
look. This right here is one of the funniest things I've ever saw in my life. All three of Kelsey's kickers turned up. So her starting
Turned
kicker,
the fuck up.
her starting kicker Baz had 13 points. Okay, that's crazy, right? And then she had the Raiders kicker, who got her 13 points, who's on the bench. And then the other bench, she had the Buccaneers kicker, who got her he kicked the game winner. He got her 16 points and was on the bench.
Yeah,
He turned the
she had 3 kickers. All 3 of them scored
I don't
over
know why
12
she's got
points.
3 kickers, man. She
Bro,
I
She has
keep telling
3
you.
kickers. All them bitches
So
went
now, I
crazy.
don't need one because Just Tucker got me 13 as well. But still,
But damn,
That's what I'm saying.
if she was about to play all
also,
three
I
of
feel
them,
bad for her, bro, because she put Philadelphia defense on her bench, as she should, but then they outperformed the Chargers defense, which that shocked everybody. Like, everybody.
Back to the Monday Night Football game. Did you guys see the clip? Because I didn't watch it from the beginning. But did you guys see the clip of what Peyton said in the first play of the game?
Wait. I
Funniest shit ever. So, Peyton was like, yeah, he was like, I've been watching film. I was talking to John Gruden. He was like, I like this team, but he was like, I haven't really seen much of them this year. He was like, I'm gonna decide. Let's see this play, and I'm gonna decide what they go with. They run a little like post route, not a post, but like a curl route. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
So Darren Waller runs a curl route, hits him right in the hands. He drops it, and Eli goes, "What does that tell you, Peyton?" He was like, they're going 6 and 11. And then just called it after one play. He said, "Yeah, the Raiders are going 6 and 11."
But Dre, every single offensive player or non-defensive back was pissed the whole way of his game. Darren Waller had like 3 drops. Every time he dropped the ball, Everett was on that bitch like this. Going ham like, no fly zone, he's locked. I'm like, bro, he dropped the fucking ball. You didn't bat it out. You didn't wrap him up. He cooked, because like, Darren Waller took off. Stopped on the dime, turned around. Everett was damn near down the field. Dropped it. He's sitting there like this. Like, acting like this. I was like, bro.
I hate those.
no,
I hate those
Hold on,
players.
hold on.
You know I
I'm
hate
sitting there
those.
like,
Hold on.
hey, bro, you got cooked. He dropped the
Darren
ball.
Waller.
I'll do that shit just
Hold
to
on,
piss you
check
off.
this.
Now I'm gonna cap.
Check this. Darren Waller was targeted 19 times.
Yes.
He had 10 catches for 105 yards and a touchdown, and he was targeted 19 times
Yeah,
in
bro.
that game.
And he didn't he have 3 or 4 drops? Like, they were like.
Yeah, he had a couple drops,
He was
yeah.
open. Like, I'm not talking like batted out. No, like oh fuck. Like, and also one of them hit off his helmet. That motherfucker was dunk. Allowed me and Durant was weak as fuck. But I was pissed. I was also mad because it was like 3rd and 8, and it hit off that shit like dunk. I was like, bro, what the fuck, bro? You're supposed to be a top 3 tight end in the league. You're supposed to be your breakout year to be number 1, and you hitting shit getting hit off your helmet. Like, come on.
Yeah,
Like, he
I ain't gonna lie, that's
got
what
caught right here
happened.
and he'd have ran. Like.
And he still finished with 100 receiving yards.
Still.
Like,
No, but also
The
that was,
beast.
bro.
That's the
they
reason why he's
only-
a top
Bro,
3
Derek
tight end in
Carr
the
only
league.
threw to him, bro. Look, Dre, it was plays where Derek Carr would roll out and throw that bitch before he was even looking.
Yeah.
Like that's what like, bro. He was literally hot. Throw that bitch, Darren Waller. Oh, like look,
This
like
is-
I ain't even.
This is what
turn
they
my
did.
head.
This is what they did in the huddle. They
also,
said, "Huddle
I
up, huddle up."
thought your
Right.
boy Jeffrey
I'm
fucked
throwing it to
his shit
you.
up, bro.
Y'all do
Henry
whatever the
Ruggs-
fuck you want. I'm throwing it to him. That's what
Henry
they was
Ruggs,
calling in the huddle.
when he had that cramp or that leg, whatever happened with his leg, it looked like when he stood up that his leg was floppy. I thought
Yeah, I
he
know.
broke his shit.
Yeah, bro, I did too.
The ones where the calf was like this.
No, but look, bro,
Yeah,
I was so
that's
mad
bro.
at
Yeah.
Derek Carr, bro,
That shit is
because bro,
nasty.
Henry
Hate
Ruggs
that.
did the nastiest double move route I've ever seen in my life that game. Like it was.
And
right
Darren Waller got the
it-
pass.
No, yeah, literally, it was 3rd and 6. It was 3rd and 6. It was one of those plays where either they chop it to go on this side and Chapman go back upfield. He did that wide open. Everett was literally not there. Like Everett literally was running to the fucking logo in the middle of the field, and he threw a fucking out route
Where'd he go?
for 2 yards. He threw
Yeah.
an out route to the wall for 2 yards.
Yeah.
I was pissed.
I know
I was
exactly
like,
so
what you're talking
excited.
about. I was like, ooh.
I have never been more excited for a Green Bay Packers versus Detroit Lions football game as excited as I am for next Monday
3 to
because
10.
they're coming back.
I got Lions 3 to 10.
No, but the Monday Night Manning's coming back next Monday.
Yeah.
They're doing
Yes,
a Green
sir.
Bay
Did y'all
game.
see? Did y'all see?
That shit's gonna be
Did y'all see the
cold.
coach is talking to Jeff Okuda? Do your fucking job when he was yelling at him. Did y'all see that? No. But look, it's not. To me, I was laughing until I figured out what happened next. So the coach was sitting there with the clipboard, showing him like, look. And I got Jeff Okuda was talking back, saying like, "Oh, that's not my fault. That's not my fault, or whatever." He was like, "Just do your fucking job, or whatever." Next series, Jeff Okuda
We
gets
give
hurt.
up that big ass touchdown.
No, I'm saying next series, Jeff Okuda got hurt, and I saw it says saying he's done for the season. So if I was a coach, I would feel
I was just
bad.
gonna say that.
I would feel so bad. You're sitting there cussing him out, telling him to do his job. He go out there, does his job, and he's out for the season now. Like, good shit, coach. Like, good shit.
But still, Jeff Okuda gave
That's
up
one of
that
those.
big.
You walk up in the locker room like, "You all
Jeff
right, bro?"
Okuda,
Like,
That's
fuck
my
you,
bad.
Okuda
coach.
gave up that. He gave up that big ass touchdown to Debo Samuel though. That was bad. It was like 65
Hey.
yards or something like that. 55
Hey.
yards.
Jeffrey, I have one question. I know the Ducks won the game. Okay.
Did
You
did
guys
not talk
whooped our
about
ass.
how they were looking at the wrist when they said hut? That was you
No,
talking about?
yeah, but that's what I was gonna ask you. Like, what was you pissed off, or was you like, "Damn, that sucks"?
No,
like,
I was-
because
I-
I would have been pissed off. I'd have been like, "Why the fuck are you looking at the wristbands?" But then I thought about it, like, coach is calling 2-2-2, so you're looking at the wristband, and they say hut
yeah,
in
but,
the loud ass stadium.
yeah.
Sometimes you don't hear the hut, and they don't even
Yeah.
say hut. They clap. Sometimes you don't hear the clap, so you're thinking it's still pre-play, and then
Yeah.
you look up and the receiver's next to you. You're
Yeah,
like, "Fuck!" Like,
But also, bro, like, I don't know if you guys heard, but it was reports that our defense came. That was a brand new defense because Thibodeau was hurt. Justin Flo is hurt out for the season. So it was like literally two of our best defenders were not playing. So we literally had to go with a whole new scheme, brand new defense that we didn't run at all, and we beat y'all. So that's all that matters. So that matters.
Thibodeau? You say Tom Thibodeau?
Yeah.
He's hurt.
Yes, he didn't play. Yeah, it was reports that he
Tom
wasn't supposed to
Thibodeau?
play.
Tom Thibodeau is
No,
the head
no,
coach of
I
the
did-
Minnesota
I ain't gonna lie,
Timberwolves.
I didn't say Thibodeau. I didn't say Tom, but I did say Thibodeau. I didn't say Tom, though.
I know. You
No.
said Thibodeau, but I said Tom
No,
Thibodeau.
no,
I was
no.
just fucking with you.
No, yeah, bro. He
Hey,
didn't
I
even
got
play,
nervous,
right?
though.
So our defense was brand new, going against one of the one of the best offenses in the college, and for me, we still came out the dub somehow, though. So, but
Well,
once
see, our
again,
offense
didn't
plays
I
good.
say,
I got nervous.
Darren? Didn't I tell you our quarterback was calm? Didn't I tell you? I told
yeah,
you that.
I knew they was calm.
No. Our quarterback Shaw last year, he went ahead and transferred. I think he transferred to like some Texas school or something. Transferred. I was like, damn. But then when I saw Brown come in, I'm like, oh, bro, it's over. We're good this year. As soon as I saw one snap, we're good. I knew it. Off the we're good. As soon as I saw
There
it.
was one play that got me nervous though. It was a run play. Noah Sewell makes the tackle, and he led with the crowd of his helmet, and he was laying there for a minute, and I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
I was like,
Do you know-
shit. I was like, is he done? He came back in, and he was fine, but like
Yeah.
still, I was like, damn, like that sucks.
Hold on, bro.
Because I'm not a Oregon Duck hater. I want to see the players do good, so I was like, damn, Sewell's gonna have a fucking breakout year this year.
Yeah.
All right,
He came back in.
bringing that up. Was that targeting, yes or no, Jeffrey?
No comment.
No.
No, look. Darren, bro. When I'm trying to tell you that it's in the Sewell's genes, bro. Literally, both the Sewell brothers are in the top 4 best linebackers in college football right now. The one that Sewell that plays for Utah, the linebacker for Utah, and Noah Sewell are both. I'm pretty sure Noah Sewell's number 2 right now, but behind Butler for I think it's Arizona State. and then they have the other Sewell number 3, and then Lloyd from also that's on Utah number 4. So both the other two Sewell brothers are 2 top players in their positions.
Hey,
Just like
I wish
Panay
my
was.
last name was Sewell because they about to get paid.
Facts.
Can my last name be
All
Sewell?
right, here we go. All right, you guys ready? You ready for our last segment of the show?
Yep. Let's get it.
Bring it. The annual show, the annual NFL show. We started this back in December in the middle of the season. We're bringing it back. We got the picks, baby. The picks are coming back. New season, new
De'Aaron
picks.
took off on me, but I wound up catching back up at the end.
Facts.
All right, so let me get
Hey,
my
Dre's
my
involved
shit
now.
Hold on, let me get my shit ready.
Are we doing just prime time or every game?
Every game.
Every game. We did every game last year.
Yeah, every game.
I was just making sure because it's harder to keep
I'm
track of
keeping
the
it-
17. It's what 12 games a week and 17 weeks.
Yep.
It's gonna be hard to keep track of, but that's fine.
I did it last year.
Well, we was towards the end of the season, so it wasn't that hard. But
All right. Move your fucking ass, dude.
all right, here we go.
Fucking cats, bro. All right. So, first game, Thursday night, we got the New York Football Giants taking on the Washington Football Team. The Giants are favored by 3 points in this game. Who you guys got? The
Washington.
Giants or the football team?
Washington. Heineke's.
I got Washington.
Heineke's gonna get the dub.
I got Washington.
I got the Washington Chase Youngs.
Facts. It's a fact.
It's the Washington Buckeyes.
It's the Washington defense.
The Washington Buckeyes.
Washington
If that's the
Buckeyes.
case, I got the LSU Bengals. Fuck is you talking about?
No, it's the Cincinnati Tigers. Get it right, Cincinnati Tigers.
Oh my goodness, man. This cat keeps fucking with my feet while I'm trying to do all this shit.
Yeah, I got the Washington Buckeyes.
All right, here we go. Moving on. We have the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Las Vegas Raiders are favored by 5.5 points. Who do you guys
Oh,
got?
that's
The
not close,
Raiders or the
bro.
Steelers?
Steelers, go ahead, move.
Okay. Go ahead, and I'm gonna throw a score into this one. So go ahead. Raiders. All right, the tiebreaker one. I'm saying Pittsburgh 17-14.
I don't care what the score
Pittsburgh's-
is, bro. Like I said, it could be 3-5 as long as we get it up. That's all that matters.
I say
Would you take
17-14.
Steelers.
Pittsburgh?
Steelers 17-14.
You're pissing me off, cat. All right, so he keeps every time I'm trying to do all this shit, and he keeps rubbing on my feet and biting me, and it's pissing me off. All right, so the next, we got the Bengals taking on the Bears. The Bengals are favored by 3 points in this game. Who do you guys got? The Bengals or the Bears?
Y'all go ahead and go first. I'm gonna
Okay.
go last.
Okay, so who do I think is gonna win? I think the Bears are gonna win
Hey,
because I think the Bears are gonna
hold on,
get.
I'm wrong. Back up. I'm wrong. I've been wrong this whole time. So the Steelers are favored by 5.5. The football team's favored by 3, and the Bears are favored by 3.
Yeah. Okay. So
I got them flipped.
so
So
okay.
the Bears are favored by 3 points.
I'm going with the Bears winning the game, so that's my pick. But I'm not gonna be surprised if the Bengals pull it out because it all comes down to Bengals offensive line. Because if the Bears are getting pressure, the Bears winning the game 100%. But if the Bengals offensive line can play as good as they did last week, then yeah. For me, I
Right.
think the Bengals can pull it out. But I'm going with the Bears.
I'm gonna go with the Bengals on this one. I'm gonna go with the Bengals.
I can respect either team because, like I said,
Wow. I'm gonna go with the Bengals.
But you want David to just go off though.
Yeah, facts. I want David to run for 200 yards and 2 touchdowns, and then they lose 28-14.
All right, Dre.
I got
Who you got?
who they think gonna beat them Bengals? I
who
got
they
the
think
Bengals.
gonna be in the playoffs? Not the fucking Bengals. Fuck is you talking about?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, but look,
The next
a
game.
2-0 start. Y'all 2 games away from.
I
what
gotta
y'all did
talk my
last
shit.
year.
I gotta talk my shit. I gotta talk my shit.
14
Hey,
and 4
y'all went
games,
11-0 and
2-0
then lost to
start.
us. Yeah.
Hey, but y'all in the playoffs?
Also, this is
Not
not a
at all.
sponsor. We would love for you to be a sponsor, but this is not a sponsor. But shout out to FanDuel Sportsbook. Last year, I was like going through all this shit trying to find the odds. All I gotta do is fucking download FanDuel Sportsbook. Got all the odds for every game right here.
Right.
Moving on. We have the Houston Texans taking on the Cleveland Browns. The Browns are favored by 12.5 points. Who you guys got?
The
Cleveland or
Browns,
Houston?
the Browns are gonna have a bounce back week after taking the L to the Chiefs. You know, they got something to prove, and I think they're gonna beat up on the Texans. Honestly, I don't want them to win. I want Texans to win, but I mean, come on, the Browns are gonna win that game.
Aaron?
Oh, you want me to go next?
Yeah.
I got the Browns.
I got the Browns.
It's
No,
revenge
I
week,
want to
bro.
win the Texans.
Yeah, bro,
but
it's revenge week. You know what I mean? You lost. You got to come back and play even harder. You know, and then
All
you're
right.
going against one of the worst
That-
teams. So
Well, we said one of the worst teams, but they did put up almost 30 points.
against the other
Week
worst
one.
team, it's like they played the
Well,
fucking Jags.
Right. A lot of people were talking about the Texans were going to go 0-17, and they went out and
That
put
ain't
up
come out
almost
my
30
mouth.
points.
That come on my mouth.
But go
I
ahead,
got-
Dre.
It sucks to say it, but I gotta go with the Browns. I gotta go
See,
with
look,
like
see, look, Dre. Me and
It's
Deanna
tough.
being good this year because last year we would say fuck who we thought was gonna win. We'll say who we wanted to win, and that got us hella L's.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
we
I think I'm gonna make my call here. I would call that as the lock for the week. If anybody out there is a gambler, I would put money down on Cleveland this week because if Cleveland showed what they showed against Kansas City,
literally if Cleveland
It'll
loses
be a
this
they're
game,
going to
Bro,
beat
it-
the fuck
look,
out of Houston.
if
I'll
Cleveland
put my
loses
money
this
on
game, I don't want to hear shit for the rest of my life. But I don't give a fuck if they get the whole entire Bucks. If the whole entire Bucks team starts wearing Browns uniforms, I don't want to hear shit about the Browns if they lose that game. Fuck, if the Browns don't win the Super Bowl this year, I don't want to hear shit. Respectfully.
All right,
Respectfully.
moving on. This is a very close game right here. We got a couple good games this week. I'm
Bro.
very excited. But the next game we have the LA Rams taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The Rams are favored by only 4
The
points
Rams
in
are
that
gonna
game.
bust that ass. Get out of here. That's
Rams.
easy, bro. That's easy.
Rams.
That's not.
Rams.
That's not a close game.
Yeah.
I,
Close game.
I like DeForest Buckner, but
And
that's
Carson
not
Wentz
happening.
gets injured. You heard it here first. So now I hope we don't. I hope we don't. Matter of fact, yes I do. Cause fuck the Eagles. Yes, sir.
No.
Like I actually
All
do
right,
hope he
moving
gets.
on.
He's gonna be healthy until about
I-
week 18.
I don't hope he gets hurt, but I'm saying I think he will. Cause they're.
He'll be healthy until about
He's
week
going
15.
against the best player in the NFL with the Rams. So I won't be
Moving on,
surprised.
He's gonna get
we
hurt
have
by week
another
15,
great
Jeffrey.
game. Moving on, we have another great game. We have the Buffalo Bills taking on the Miami Dolphins. The Bills are favored by 3.5.
Once
You have
again,
Buffalo or
revenge
Miami.
week. You just lost to a team that everybody in the whole entire existence of the world thought you were going to beat. You got to come back and fight hella hard, and the Dolphins stand no chance. No chance. Respectfully, no chance.
I'm gonna actually go against you and go with the Dolphins.
Yeah, no. I
I'm
mean,
gonna go with
look, I can see why you say Dolphins because if Xavier Howard and Byron Jones do what they've been doing since they've been cooked up together, they can win.
Tua's been showing up too. Don't count Tua out.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
been playing some good football.
And the wide receiver, Gasecki, from me is Gasecki. You got they added
do
Jalen
have-
Waddle. They got
They
Devontae
don't have
Parker.
a great defense, but they got a pretty decent defense in Miami. Like their defense is pretty fucking decent.
I'll give you.
And they just
decent.
missed the playoffs last year.
Yeah,
And I mean
yeah.
just missed the playoffs.
I like the
Very
offense
true.
though. I love
Yeah.
offense.
All right, De'Aaron.
He said
Next game.
De'Aaron hasn't picked.
Yeah, I did. I said the Bills.
He said Bills.
Oh, I didn't hear you say the Bills. All right, moving on. We have another divisional matchup. We have the New England Patriots taking on the New York Jets. The Patriots are favored by 5.5.
You
You
said
have
the Jets and who? Who'd you say first?
Patriots.
Okay.
We have the Mac Jones versus Zach Wilson for the first time in their careers.
I look want to say the Jets. I ain't gonna lie. I look because I think Mac Jones. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
That's your,
Jets.
is,
Yeah.
all right, but I say you're locking that in.
Yep. Yes. I gotta have
got the Jets.
one upset. I got you.
Aaron, you went with the Jets?
Ah,
Or is that Dre?
Wait,
No,
De'Aaron.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
De'Aaron with
Aaron?
Jets.
Okay.
Austin.
Yeah.
Look at the screen.
He's scoring.
I can't. Hold on.
Bro,
I
he's
got it.
flying
I'll be
like
right
a
back.
jet, bro.
I was standing back here like this. I'm back here.
I couldn't see you. Your camera is fucked up again, but now I can. Dre, who
Okay.
you,
I'm gonna go with the.
Don't say it.
He got
New
he got
England
Kobe
did
Myers
play
with
well. I mean, they lost last week, but they played well against a good team like Miami.
Yeah.
They're good.
You don't have those two fumbles. Maybe we're talking about a different situation here. And they're favored. Like you guys picked, both of you guys picked dogs. Like the Patriots are favored by 5.5. Vegas is projecting them to win that game.
No.
I'm gonna go with the Patriots.
Bro. I said I gotta have one upset, which means one thing against Vegas, and that's my one. I'm probably gonna pick.
All right, moving on. Ooh, this is very interesting. We have the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles, but here's the interesting part. The 49ers are only favored by 3.5.
Yeah, they lost their running back, and they got 33 put up on them by the fucking Lions.
So who do you guys got, San Francisco or the Eagles?
I ain't gonna lie, this is tougher than it should be, which is fucked up for the 49ers, because I shouldn't even be thinking right now. Get y'all shit together, respectfully. But,
Get y'all shit together now.
Nah, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro, because y'all already know my favorite quarterback in the league, Jalen Hurts, right now. I can't go against the GOAT, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go Eagles. I don't want to, but I'm gonna go with it. I do not want the Eagles to go 2-0. I don't, respectfully, just like I don't want the Bengals to, but I'm gonna go with the Eagles.
Is Philly's abbreviation PHI?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah, man. It's a tough one for me because even though I do hate the 49ers, I hate them. They defense, I just love their front four. I just love them.
Bro, their defense gave up 33 points to Detroit.
I know, but I just love the front four, especially. Like,
Detroit! No. Bro. No
I
Matthew
know,
Stafford.
I know.
No receivers. Bro, Terrell Williams is the best receiver, bro.
That's true.
That is crazy.
Philly. Jalen Hurts is Jalen Hurts and Devontae Smith is too much of a beat.
Next question, because I'm not.
Hold on, De'Aaron's still.
You know who you picking, bro.
De'Aaron's downstairs.
You know who you picking, bro. Next question.
Why do you go downstairs?
You can just take a wild guess.
Who's downstairs?
Oh no, we'll wait because we're doing the picks and shit. Well, we're doing the picks. We gotta wait on De'Aaron.
I was about to say, you know who you picking this one.
Philly and 49ers.
Well, I'm saying for the next games.
Bro, stop acting like you thinking, bro.
I got Philly 24-21.
All right, so moving on. We have the New Orleans Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers. The Saints are favored by 3.5. Who do you guys have? New Orleans.
I got
or
LASIK, Jameis, and the Saints.
Hello.
Hello, Christian McCaffrey.
I got Saints.
The Saints are only favored by 3.5.
Bro,
I got
the
the
thing
Saints
is that
and Jameis
Did you
two
say
eyes.
the Saints?
Saints and Jameis 2 eyes.
You said the Saints, Dre?
Yep.
bro, I don't know, bro, because obviously, like, I love Christian
Marshawn
McCaffrey.
Lattimore, shut down.
And I mean, what they put up 16 against the Jets?
19. They beat them 19-16.
19?
Yeah.
19?
But I'm going to go Saints, though, because I'm going to know I'm going Saints.
I respect it. All right, moving on. We have the Denver Broncos taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Broncos
Denver.
are favored by 6 points.
Only
Denver.
6?
Patty to Bluffs.
Hold on.
Only 6.
Hold on. 6 is crazy.
Only
6
6.
is crazy. 6 is crazy.
Everybody going Denver?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was going to switch
I
last
figured
minute
everybody's
to
going
my boy
Denver.
Trevor, but I ain't going to lie. Nah, fuck that.
All right, moving on. We have the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Arizona's favored by 4.5.
Next question.
What
If
we
you
say?
lose to the Bengals, you're losing to every team in the NFL.
I'm going-
Respectfully.
I'm going
Say
video
not bad.
game Murray.
Murray Magic.
Very magic.
Murray
for sure.
Magic.
The Cardinals only favored by 4.5. Moving
I
on,
take the over.
we have the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Buccaneers are favored by
Tampa.
11.5.
Bro, if you get blown out
Tampa.
by the Eagles, you're losing to everybody.
Tampa.
I got Tampa.
If
I
you
just
can't
wanted to
score a
fuck
touchdown on the bro. If you can't score a touchdown on the Eagles, bro, there's no way.
Ooh.
around.
This is the closest line of today. The closest
It's
line.
not gonna be close for me, bet money.
No, this is the closest. The only closer is the Giants and the Bengals with 3. This one's a 2.5 point line. We have the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Chargers. The Chargers are favored by
That's close.
2.5.
I ain't gonna lie, that's close. But you know how I got.
I got the Hard Knocks Cowboys.
Fuck out of here. I
I got the Cowboys.
I got JH10. That's who I got. I don't got the city ass Chargers. I got JH10. That's who I got.
But
Yes.
the Chargers only favored by 2.5. That is pretty wild.
I mean,
You got Eugene?
yes, bro. Yep.
Mm,
I got the Los
I'm
Angeles
gonna-
Ducks. I got the Los
I am
Angeles Ducks.
fucker. Fuck you.
You know what I mean? I got to Los Angeles Ducks.
Cowboys. Sound it out.
But did you say
Nah,
you got Dallas
it's
winning here? And it's
Chargers.
crazy. You actually want
Go
Cowboys to
Chargers,
win?
Dre.
You're nuts.
I'm going with Justin Herbert and the homie Derwin James.
All right, the next game we
But
have
Derwin
the
is
Tennessee.
shitty. Sorry, no, I'm kidding. He not better than Minka though. He
don't
not
pop
better than
Achilles.
Minka though. Derwin not better than Minka
Ne-
though on the set.
The next game we got the Tennessee Titans taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle's favored by 5.5.
Hey.
Bro.
Metcalf, Seahawks.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. That looked at more like
Anti-
Russell Wilson's arm than Metcalf, but I'll give it to you.
I'll go with the Virgin himself in the Seattle Seahawks.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't know. Cyanide Seahawks. Fuck out of here. What the-
All right, here we go. Moving on, we have the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The Chiefs are favored by
That's gonna be a fun
3.5.
game to watch. That's a fun game.
I'm going.
Interesting.
I'm going-
A little interesting side note. I want to say, hold on, before you guys pick.
Already got my pick blocked.
Me too, cuz.
Give me 1 second. I
I'm
just
gonna
want to make
lie,
sure
yo.
I'm getting this information correct.
I ain't gonna lie, boo. Being on a diet, you be finding underrated snacks, man. These peanut butter trail mix is busting right now.
Nah, yeah, facts. Nah, I was over there and I ate a couple of those. Those shit slap.
Busting.
Never had them.
Bro, it got pretzel, peanut butter, little chocolate chip peanut butter, a little
Yeah.
peanuts, and then Reese's Pieces. Bust.
Ooh.
Bust, bro.
Where'd you get them from?
Kroger.
Kroger.
Bet.
Swear to
No,
God,
I'll try some.
Jeffrey, over or under 3, let's say 3 sidearm passes for the Chiefs in Baltimore.
way over.
You taking over? You taking over on the 3 sidearms?
Way over.
All right, let me flip it.
Hold
then.
on. Oh, shit.
Over
That's not one.
over or under 2 no lookers.
I ain't gonna lie. Same. He gonna throw 2.
He's saying 2 exactly. He's saying over 3 sidearms, but only 2 no lookers.
Yeah. Bro, a no-look pass is crazy, bro.
Why can I not fucking find this?
Bro, and I got over 5 left-handed passes. Say no. Like,
So here's the thing.
Left is crazy.
This is what I was looking for. So I think the last 4 meetings, Kansas City has beaten Baltimore, but Baltimore has never started 0-2 under the Lamar Jackson helm. They have never went 0-2.
Until this year, because the Chiefs are going to beat them. Until this year. Let me finish that statement for you. They have never started 0-2 under the Lamar Jackson helm until this year,
I ain't
when
gonna
they
lie,
started 0-2.
I got Baltimore because fuck Kansas City, bro. Like, it's sad that I hate Kansas City more than the fucking Ravens, bro. And I've hated the Ravens since I've been alive. What are you talking about?
Wait, are you,
I got Baltimore winning.
oh, I was you're actually going Baltimore, okay?
I'm going
Dre?
Kansas City.
Baltimore.
I got the Honey Badger and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Bro, he
If
don't
he
do
plays.
shit, bro. He don't do
If he
shit.
plays. Hurt.
Now here we
Minka
go.
better than him, too. Minka better than him, too. You keep naming these shitty-ass safeties.
Now here we go. Monday Night Football. The Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers. The Lions,
be a good one.
the Packers. The Packers are
No,
favored by
man.
11.5.
Bro,
Yeah, the Packers are favored by
bro,
11.5.
the fact
But
that I'm
the
low-key thinking
Packers,
right now is crazy.
right? The Packers only put up 3 points against New Orleans, and the Lions put up 38 against San Francisco.
Bro,
But the Packers are favored by 11.5 points.
I shouldn't be thinking right now, bro.
I'm saying the Packers, but it's not going to be 11.5. I say Packers.
3.
Let's say
Fuck outta here.
I would say 31-29. 31-29.
29. If they put up 29 points, it's crazy. I got the Packers in overtime though, respectfully. I don't know how they
Think
gonna get there,
back-to-back. You think back-to-back overtime games in Monday Night Football?
bro. I don't know how the hell they're gonna get there, but it's gonna be overtime.
I'm gonna. I'm actually
Jared Goff
gonna.
gonna come out in the fourth quarter.
I'm actually gonna go with the Lions.
Ooh.
Would they disgruntle Aaron Rodgers? I'm not really feeling it too much.
Did I hear that right?
Aaron Rodgers is throwing this one too.
Yeah.
You're taking
Aaron
Jared
Rodgers
Goff,
is this game.
bro. I will take Aaron Rodgers with one arm.
Look, I love Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is one of my favorite quarterbacks in the league, but he's disgruntled as fuck and does not really
This
want
is
to
the
play.
comeback game because he saw that if he doesn't play good, nobody wants him. So now he knows he has to play good.
Nah, I'm like 3
It's
points
not-
for the
I don't
Packers is
care.
crazy, bro.
All right, what's the last game?
Hold on. That was the last game, but I'm looking at something. Hold on, give me a second. I don't want to go with that one.
Not just that. I need to see. I gotta be good, bro. Your time. I gotta work on that. I gotta work at 10. And I still gotta go.
There's no fucking game.
If it. If my cousin ain't put him in the car.
All right, I'm not gonna go with that one. Okay. Trying to figure something out here on the fly.
Yeah,
I gotta go with it, but I just
waiting on Austin.
hold on. All
I
right.
thought my podcast was about to spit.